Alright, we are halfway the Reconquered campaign. We're in level 10 of 20, and we're here, second Carthago. Basically, Carthage was, I think, destroyed like 100 years ago or something like that from the Romans, and now we're here to rebuild Carthage and its magnificent port. Also, we're gonna check the objectives here. So 8,000 population, we now need 3 to 4 housing blocks for that. Prosperity rating of 90, yeah, that's patricians, and these ratings we just need to make sure that Caesar is pleased, and then we will not have any issues. As always, please, if you play this, go through the background if history is an interest to you. I read this already, but I'm not going to do it line by line here. Instructions, the key points here, basically, we will be reconstructing Carthage, since that was destroyed a century ago. We will be focusing also on specialty goods, you could say, like olives and wines, and some more exotic goods. Well, exotic not really, but more high-level goods, you could say. Although we will also be able to have like a lot of fish and other raw materials, which we're going to export at the start, as always. You need to be very careful, though. If you go to the edicts, it's explained it a little bit more. Instructions here, edicts. Alia Iacta est. I hope I pronounced this well. Probably not, but yeah, that's pretty hard. Civil war has started between Gaius Julius Caesar and Gnaeus Pompey. So basically, we will need to choose, are we aligning ourselves with Julius Caesar or with Pompey? The historical path is to go with Pompey. It's also the harder one. And we might check what the benefits are once we start playing. Ruins, yeah, basically Carthage is destroyed. We need to rebuild this, and especially if we rebuild our lighthouse, we'll get more trade routes. So that's going to be a crucial objective here to get our economy running. As always, there's military trade, so we need to check where they are coming from. But we already know that, and persistent events, well, we already know about these. Pause the game, as always, and let's check the map. So, a huge map. There are a lot of rocks though, so building can be a little bit difficult. However, we can see there's already some housing blocks like determined for us. We're probably gonna start here. That's like a really big one, so that's a good start. We also see the enemy will come from here, from these areas. Well, the Numidians will come from here. There might also come from another side, but we will see that later. And also important to know, we have our docking area here. We should build our docks right here, probably. Fishing areas as here as well, so we can get started. But first, let's check the empire map. So we're here in Africa, Carthage. We have 2 land trade routes close by. So Utapsus for fish and olives, that's a perfect start. And then Utica, really expensive, so probably gonna wait with that. And then they can sell stone, wine, and weapons. There's also in Hispania a trade route, Munda, which allows us to sell fruits, vines, and wine. We will probably use that later on. It's a cheap trade route. And we have another one here in Cyrene, which basically will sell iron. So actually quite a lot of raw materials, but still we are probably gonna, with this lighthouse, we're probably gonna get more exotic goods, or at least manufactured goods to sell. We're gonna clear this out because we're gonna start our housing block. I want everything cleared up. This is like a granary spot, so I'm not going to put that down. That makes total sense to put it here. And let's check to get our first houses in. Yes, so that's fine. Let's put down the reservoir. I mean, this would be a decent spot because there's like no option to build here anyway. Reservoir. Yeah, and everything is covered. I like this. Let's put down the fountains. I mean, okay, let's put down the houses first. And then unpause the game so we actually see where the water goes. Although that won't be an issue. Look, this block was basically made to be built here. I mean, yeah. This was, of course, intended. So perfect. Unpause, let the people move in. We need to be careful. So this is a desert map. We know on desert maps that Fires are more prone. Well, it's easier to get fires, so we need to be careful. This works for me. I will put it there. And only one engineering post will be fine. As always, let's at least provide bathhouses, doctors and barbers, so we don't get sick people. We always want to avoid that. Perfect. And yeah, let's have our first people moving. They're starting to move in. They need water, so we're gonna plop that down. This kind of makes sense, yes. Yeah, like here, and now we can also build something here, I think. Probably like this. That will work. We're gonna start with food pretty fast, because I don't want these tents burn faster, I think. Also, they are more prone to disease, so we want to avoid that. So let's get food to our people ASAP. And it was made to be put down here, so that's good. I don't like this road, so let me rotate this a bit. We can build another one there, so that's a lost space if you don't rebuild this road. And let's build down a wharf. Actually, a shipping, how is it called? I forgot the name. Shipyard. Like this, so we can actually start building some boats. Market lady, yes, can come here. We're gonna build the market right here. And fish. Well, actually, now that I think about it, this works. This doesn't connect up to here, so that's actually perfect. Although the market lady cannot go there. We need to do a little bit of magic. Like this. Yeah, this starts to break, which is not ideal. This will work. And now we can put down the market here, which also breaks because of this road connection. So I will keep the road as it was and fix it like this. Ideal? No, but it will work. Let's say to the market lady, I always like to do this. Disable everything except fish. Well, except one food item, and let's build out these housing further. Look at this nice setup. I really like this. I'm gonna connect this up, block this off to be sure. And also important, we cannot build forums. So we need to basically use the ones we have. 1, 2, and 3. This is like the patrician area, so we need to be careful. We can think about docks as well. So let's check where we can build some docks. We can build a dock here if you want. 1, I think, or 2. Yeah, I think it fits 2. Fits 2 as well here, and then it could fit another one here. Although this is again, look, there's a granary here with fishing wharves, so we might use that space. But this is like a perfect docking area for our warehouses. Yeah, we are building fishing ships. That's great. Let's expand this. We have, yeah, we don't have the population yet, but we soon will. People are moving in droves. Yeah, this will work. I do need to protect this though. I will do it like this. That's the most safe, I think. And probably another one here, just to make sure that it doesn't burn down. And the engineering post, how... Okay, we didn't check, so I'm gonna remove that. Okay, this works. Yeah, we need to make sure that everything is covered, especially with like these crossroads. That's dangerous as always. But yeah, we have a nice tent housing block going on, but soon they will be upgraded to like proper houses. I like that. And let's recheck the trade route. So if I got this right, Tapsus buys fish. olives and oil. So oil we can't do yet, but olives we can. Let's first take care of the gods. I forgot about that. I'm gonna just build them everything here for now. We can always rebuild later. Get rid of this, basically. And first, food items have arrived. They need more desirability. I'm gonna provide that to them. At least a little bit. And then we can check to build more housing. I mean, these people won't be too happy living here, I think. But it will work. We can put some desirability items here. And we have hovels already, so now we need entertainment. And something burned down, yeah. It should be covered, I guess. It wasn't, since this like light blue basically indicates they might come here. Dark blue is they will come here. So if they don't, it's random. We never know. If a prefecture doesn't visit this in like a long while, it will burn down. But I hope the game is not too random, so we can rely on a prefecture visiting it. If it doesn't show any blue at all, then we definitely have an issue. Like here, this isn't covered, and the other wasn't covered, but since this is a road connection as well, we don't need to worry. Well, actually, we do need to worry. I don't know how you can move these. I don't think you can move this these windows. That's annoying sometimes, but let's see if this burned down. We have a lot of unemployment, so let's think about our farm area. I think this first one is kind of a nice one. It's a small one, but we need to get rid of all these roads first, because there's way too many side paths. We need to get this as clean as possible. So I'm gonna do it like this. There's no intersection basically, although we do want farmland, of course. We want the farmland to be used like this. Yeah, this will work. So everything is connected up. Now if you put down a mission post, we can see everything is covered. So, well, I will check if this was covered. There was like one just doesn't touch. I want to check if diagonally this works. If it works, these natives will be pacified. If you check natives, this guy is already not going to attack us. Let me check if this works. A little bit faster, please. Yeah, this works. So it needs to be in like within 2 tiles or something like that. And now all these natives won't attack us if we build close to them, which is what we need for our olives. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like this, 4 olive farms. How many can we export? Let's double check this again to Tapsus. 35 units, so 4 farms is enough. I'm gonna plop this down here. And I want... This is gonna be our trade area for docks as well, so I'm gonna put this somewhere here. Maybe think about a highway. So I'm gonna leave this here. I think this works fine. Land trade routes, please come here. Getting olives. Let's do 16. And then here they can accept just everything. Everything, yes. Oh, so automatically a guy will get olives to here. That's what we want. This doesn't need any maintenance at all, which is great. Although these buildings definitely do. This will work fine. Perfect. Oh, well. No, I'm gonna do it slightly different. Like this. Yes. Because, yeah, then we can keep the road going. This is the wall, so we should probably rebuild this rather soon, but for now we're fine. There's no invasions yet, although I will be building my military rather soon. Look at all the fish, so everybody gets food almost. That's great. We do have a lot of unemployment, which is not great. We can fix this by building more fishing wharves, basically. I'm gonna start building already on the other side, so we can go for the second housing block. Okay, can we put here? So I'm gonna put this already here. Yes. Yeah, this works fine. Let me double check there's no like other thing in the way. No, we don't need this, so I'm gonna get rid of that. And yes, perfect. These mission posts actually have like a lot of people, so I might think about already pacifying everyone so we don't have any issues. Yeah, this is gonna cost us a little bit of money, but it's gonna help with getting rid of any unemployment issues. After we read this message. Battle of Pharsalus. Dire news, Governor. Pompey Magnus has been defeated in the Battle of Pharsalus. We must now seek support in the wider provinces and carry on with the war there. Your city is not an exception. Prove your loyalty by accommodating fleeing officials. So, no side objective. Vital objective. You can choose to support either Pompeian or Caesarian forces in this event. How you choose will affect how the map will play out. Opening a trade route to Utica, that was the expensive one, right? Will support Pompey. If you do not open this trade route within a year, you will support Caesar. Supporting Pompey will get us money right now. However, we will get invasions from Caesar. Military path with simple economic management, or we can go for Caesar, which is basically favor. Reduce some export prices, which I don't really want. So this is an economic path with simple military. Let's go for military and as well the historic background. Although, okay, this trade route has become cheaper and they accept stone, so let's provide that for them. This is like the perfect spot for stone here, I think. So I'm gonna build this here. Raw materials, stone quarry. We need to look out for money. We don't want to go bankrupt. Okay, this works like this. Yeah, this is good enough for now. Connect this up. Warehouse this up. Right. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Yeah, let's do a one tile. So we can still build a highway later on if you want. The land trade route, yes, please come here and just drop off all the stone. I'm gonna roadblock this. And this will work just fine. Ah, this is actually the best roadblock. Perfect. The moment we have some stone, we're gonna open that trade route. And let's send a little bit of money to the city. I don't want to go in debt right now. 500 denarii. And we are not selling yet to Thapsus, so I'm gonna open this trade route and start selling this olives, everything for now. Yes. Also fish, well, we don't have any fish overproduced yet, but we'll do that soon. I might consider putting down like a granary somewhere here. So traders can basically buy from here, and I will do that. Like this. Yeah, this is kind of like a... If we build a highway, it's gonna block that path, but I'm fine with that. Now will be... Let's try getting fish for now. Only 16 units, we don't want overproduction. And I'm going to do this, so it doesn't collapse. I mean, this guy probably covers it, but... Let's just be sure. It will probably also get fish from here, which is not ideal. That's way too far, but let's try this out. They are missing desirability, which entertainment, so let's provide that. Close by here, nobody wants to live close to the reservoir, so let's use that spot for that. Actor colony. I mean, yeah, this is kind of a decent spot for it. And we ran out of money. I didn't want to do that yet, but we did. Yeah, we have a good start. We're already selling some olives now. Soon we're gonna have some fish, I think, as well. If this works properly. Cart push is returning with a delivery. This guy basically went to here, but I think this guy will have 16 fish. Let's take a look at him. How many fish he can transport in one go. Because if it's 16, then we don't need to build like any cart depot. And it is 16 fish, so that's perfect. We're gonna start selling that as well. But let's do over 12, over 16, so we don't have any issues with our food. But we do have some money, which we bravely need. Well, I might put this here. That would be better. We can build more housing here, but yeah, desirability will be an issue here. Let's see if we can fix that ever so slightly. Statues, yeah, let's put down one here, another one here. Yeah, now they're happy. So yeah, we have a lot of unemployment. I'm not happy about that, but we will fix that soon. So let's open this trade route. We are aligning ourselves with Pompeii now. Very crucial. And let's export all the stone. And let's get thinking about our military. They said Caesar will realign ourselves with Pompeii, so we probably need to think about building up our military. Where will we build that though? I think here will be good, a good spot. Loyalty first. You have chosen wisely, Governor. Thanks to your support, we can continue our war efforts from Africa. Muster additional legions, they will sure be needed. Caesarian forces are expected to invade in about 30 months, so we need to hurry up. Prepare defenses and raise additional legions. To fund these preparations, the Senate has sent you 2,000 denarii. After 3 attacks, you will be informed about developments. I will get rid of this area here, close to the walls. Get rid of all these roads, because I don't want to deal with angry natives. That's been taken care of. We are going to build a road now. I mean, will we need this farmland? That is a question. Yeah, we always kind of need farmland. But let's connect everything up in like this pattern. Everything is connected up, right? So now let's put down a mission post. Probably we need 2 here. This covers 3 houses. This covers another 3 houses, and then one in the center, like this. Perfect. So now this is pacified. We can actually build a fort. Well, we can't yet. Let's slow down a little bit. Supply post. We need that for our military. This would be a decent spot. Yes, so I will build it there. I will say, please, Legionnaire, you can buy fish from here, only fish. Now we can build a fort. Let's go for Legionnaires. And let me double check. Risk, natives. Yeah, they are not complaining. I'm gonna put down my first fort here. It's gonna go pretty fast because we basically have... Okay, there's no protection here at all. So we don't want anything to collapse here. Yes. We have 2 barracks, which is great, so it's gonna go a little bit faster. This is set up properly already, so that's good. Ah, this is mothballed, so let's unmothball this. I didn't expect that. Glad we checked it. And now we can start building up legionnaires. Because enemies distance, we need to be careful. We also should build some forts here, I think, because by the time they get here, the city is destroyed if they would invade from here. We need to be careful. Nice, we have small casas, so we can start with pottery. We don't have pottery in the desert though, so Munda can sell us some clay. really expensive though, so we need to export more before we can afford that. So yeah, that's going fine. I think we're on a good path already. We're selling fish, we're selling olives. We have a military setup, so everything is going fine. And our first legionnaires are moving out. Maybe it's already second wave. Or maybe not, we'll see. Great, let's speed this up a bit. Do we need anything else here? No, more desirability, yeah. We can provide that though. I will, however, do a little bit more housing here. Like this. We should max out on housing if we can. We could build another reservoir here actually. And provide housing here, but okay, I mean after we build all this entertainment buildings, we probably won't have any space left. 1,500 people, angry gods. I almost didn't see it on time. So let's give them the housing they need, the temples they need. Mistake. Yes. And we actually need another one because this only covers 1,500 people and we already are overproducing. So I'm gonna use a little bit more space here to build this all over the place. Maybe not the best idea. And Venus is already here, yeah. But it's kind of together, so it's fine. Now we are covered, the gods will be happy. Because if Neptune would be angry here, destroy all the boats, we would run out of food and I mean that would, since we just started, now that I mentioned started, let's save the game. Since we just started, we would probably just have to replay this. If it's in the middle of the game, I can understand we want to fix this, but in the start, yeah. Unemployment is really high though, I don't like this. What else can we produce? Well, what do they buy? Fruits and vines. So we actually could start selling vines with ships. We're gonna do that. So dock. I'm gonna start building that. This won't collapse. Well, this will collapse if we don't put this down. Yeah, this works perfectly. We already have a warehouse here, so I'm gonna say 16 wine and 16 vines. And we can probably get this from... Let's do this from here. I'm gonna clear this area out. Let's double check the natives. They're pacified, and then there's here more unpacified natives, but we're gonna deal with them later. Farms, vines. This is a nice setup already. Well, I think it's a nice setup. We can do something like this. I'm gonna block this off. Why? We don't want this mission post to go here and then not cover everything and basically have angry natives. That would cause a lot of headaches. Yeah, this will work. We can still put a highway here if we want. And it's close by, so we can start selling vines. Well, actually, this vines is via ship, right? Yeah, I mean, we can still put it there. Still a good spot, in my opinion. Everything, yes. Car depot, yes. Because now, how do I say this? We can only move 4 units by a time. Each time a card is pushed. So if we get this guy getting 4 by 4, it will be too slow. However, getting 16 units here from fish, that's fast enough. But 4 is too slow, basically, to manage this. That's why we need an oxen. From 9 to 1. This will work. And then the moment we have a little bit of vines here, let's open a trade route and sell vines. Not sure how profitable that is. 36. Iron also 43, that's not so good. Marble is actually a good export. And of course, produced goods, but we don't have that. Fish is actually really expensive, 44 for a food item. So we definitely need to focus on fish as well. And I think since we have all the boats built already, we should expand. Although, yeah, we can expand to here, and I will do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, if we build here, we cannot go there, but that's fine. It barely works, but it works. This doesn't work though. I will get rid of that. Like this. I mean, we can maybe redo this later, but for now we're happy with that, or I'm happy with that. This distance might be too far. We can check. And we are already overproducing fish. Let's say getting 32 units now, since we are overproducing, which is great. It's a great issue to have. Always look at the money, we don't want to go in debt. Equestrian statue, this would be a perfect spot. Is this working? Yes, it is. But we have overproduction. Let's build a little bit more vines, I would say. Yeah, 2 more, so we can really ramp up production. We have vines here, so let's open the trade route to Munda, so we can also sell this. Export everything. We soon gonna have prosperity 10, I think. Then we can start making wine. Also export this to Munda. We can actually think about fruits, but how expensive are fruits? 30. Fish is better. Yeah, I really would prefer iron, to be honest, and then also weapon production. Let's check our fort. This is full. This is not good that we forgot about it. We should be careful, more careful for that, because we chose the military path. I think it's gonna be hard. I'm gonna build one right here. If the enemy would come from here, we are ready. Like this, that's fine. I'm gonna build probably a javelins here, then a javelin here, and then try to keep this symmetrically. Since Caesar will attack us, they will actually attack us from here, so I will build defenses already here. Like this. Or we don't have enough money, so let's wait a little bit. Or just send me some money from the city at 500 denarii. Yeah, this will barely cover the defenses, so let's wait. Yeah, we really need to be careful to have don't have our barracks waiting, because if barracks are waiting, we are basically not producing troops fast enough. We do have still time. 30 months was a lot of time, but still. I will probably build another legionnaires first here before I build another javelin. Yeah, we have some more money. That's great. I'm gonna put down the gatehouse. I will do it like this. This cannot be destroyed, so I like the concept of that. Like this. Tower. Yeah, we're gonna plop down 3 towers. Like this. And then we could probably build. We were really successful with palisades, right? Remember our previous games? Palisades are king, so I'm immediately gonna build that. I'm gonna keep maybe yeah, this could work. Something like that. Yeah, this will work. To hold them off a little bit for longer, and we should probably think about watchtowers. Ah, look, there's the watchtowers have different art in the desert. That's cool. I don't think they can fire over this, so I will actually build this here. And another one here. I think this would make sense. Yes. Yeah, this works. So this is connected up. This cannot collapse, so I'm not worried. And we basically will be firing archers from here. We're gonna have javelin throwers from here, and this, okay, this is just a rock. We're gonna have defenses here with our legionaries in between. If we have time enough, we'll see. I think this works. This is nice. This is less nice. And it basically catched fire. Oh, we forgot about that. Sorry about that. Yeah, subsidiaries expire, so we can build workshops. So we can start building workshops. I will actually first pacify these natives while we are killing the fires. So let's do that. I'm gonna go like this. Not sure if it's the most efficient pathway, but I want like one long. I think having one long road is better than having it like crossroads, so that's better. Mission post. This covers 3, that's perfect. This can cover these 3, and then we can cover these 2 with one more here. Yes, this will work. I hope the natives can be pacified here. We should be careful about the employment, so if we start building a lot of workshops, these mission posts might not be filled, and then we're gonna get angry natives, which we want to avoid. This is built, so now let's think about wine production and start selling that. And clear this out for more space. I'm gonna give myself a little bit more money, 2,000, so we don't go into debt. I'm also gonna build another fort because we don't have any production of legions, but we don't have any weapons, so let's first put down a javelin. I think this is fine here. Yes, I'm happy with that. We are gonna send off this fish as well, so that's done. 16 units of vines, 16 units of wine, yes, workshop. Wine, yeah, this is a bit lost space, but we can manage like this, I think. Yeah, this works for me. Like this, nice. Now we can start producing wine, and we're gonna export this as well. Except it's gonna be wine, and we're gonna start selling that here via Munda. Nothing except vines and wine. I forgot about that. And we need to export over 0. Yes, this works. Good. That's good. Let's speed this up a little bit. So now let's check the natives. Are they pacified? Well, yes, this is not pacified, but I can fix that as well in one go. So let me check the normal overlay. I'm gonna destroy all these things. We don't need that. This will work. Mission post. Yes, here. This is gonna be pacified, and then we can pacify this as well. But let's do that later on. They are out of our way now, so that's good. We have some unemployment, so before we're gonna start building, let's actually build another housing block. We need more people here. Before we're gonna ally, because pottery is gonna be really expensive, we need to import the clay, so we can't do that. This doesn't work though, but that's fine. And I wanted to pacify this to build a reservoir here. Like this. I mean, like this actually. This will work. Yes. Aqueduct. Let's get this building. Yeah, it's perfect. Now let's plop down the fountain so we see the coverage of all our water, fresh water. Like this. I mean, this works. And now we can still build a little bit of housing here. I'll get rid of this, I don't like this. Nice. I'm gonna connect this up. Like this, and maybe like also like this. So I'm gonna block this off for sure. Definitely block this off here, so there's no issues with the natives. And that's stable. We need weapons though, so let's start thinking about first more people, then more weapons. We can produce our own weapons, then we can build more legionnaires because we will need them. We definitely gonna need them here. Yeah, this works really well. I think that's built very well here, so that's good. Can also start building here already, so I'm gonna do that as well. I'm gonna start from the outside here and do this. Yes, nice. This is not protected properly, so I'm gonna do that first. But nobody wants to live here actually, but this will make them a little bit more happy. Doctor, yes. Barber also. Where can I plop this? Do not waste any space, basically. I don't know. Yeah, here. This is a 2x2. Barber. Let's check. 2x2. Okay, this is a wasted space, so I'm gonna put it down there. I'm gonna give food pretty fast. I want this ASAP. I'm gonna copy this as well. We need 2 markets basically to cover this reliably. And please buy your goods from here. Good. There's gonna be an invasion in 1 year, so I'm gonna save the second. Yes. And we need weapons. Well, I think will build another fort of legionnaires, javelins for now. I'm gonna build them here. Before we can have weapons. We don't have enough people yet. This will work, that's fine. Yeah, we still have some people issues. We have 2,000 people living in the rebuilt Carthage area. That's awesome. Stormy seas, yeah. I'm gonna have a lighthouse sooner or later. We can start selling to these natives as well if you want. Probably some weapons. Well, that would be not a smart move in real life, selling weapons to your enemies basically, but we're not gonna think about that. Yeah, let's make this pretty before we expand more. Housing, yeah. This checkerboard pattern is way more successful. Remember the first missions we played? Always had this merge issue, then had to destroy a whole row of houses. Yeah, this is way better. Way more efficient. They don't have any access to gods, so let's give that to them. 2x2 is perfect. And I think I need more either way, so I'm gonna plop down some temples, and something got fire, so we're gonna check that. Wine workshop, that's not good. Let's think about iron mines. We now have more people moving in, so we can produce more goods basically. Raw materials. Iron, why do I want iron as well? If you check the empire map, Cyrene buys weapons and a lot of iron, so we can use that opportunity. Look at this efficient mine setup. That's how we do it. That's how we roll. I'm gonna connect this up though. Might be a mistake, but we're gonna go with it either way. Like this, 2x2. Like this. Yeah, this will work. I will get rid of this road. It's ugly. Yes. Definitely need a little bit more protection here. I'm gonna provide that. Yeah, we should block some things off here probably for safety reasons. I'm gonna do that as well. Rebuild this. Nice. Warehouse before this actually get built, so I'm gonna put this down here. Nobody can come here. Let's store 16 items of iron, 16 of weapons as well. I'm gonna start with that as well, so we can build legionnaires. I mentioned it already, but we need to do it. We need to do it. This works pretty well. This doesn't matter really, so that's fine. And yeah, we have our weapons. Let's put down a car depot ASAP. Yeah, this will block off the access, so I won't do that. I'll put it here. Weapons, more than 4. That was one click too much. From 10 to 2. And then we can build more legionnaires. And I'm gonna already... No, let's wait a little bit. We don't have weapons, so it's useless to build it. But I'm gonna build that very soon. We're selling wine though, so that's great. These people are unhappy for a school, so we're gonna make that right here. I think this covers everything, right? Yes. Look at this. I didn't saw that, so we're gonna block this off. Now we have more money, so let's put down our legionnaires. Still don't have any weapons, but yeah, we're gonna go in debt. I don't want that, so let's wait a little bit more. Enemies is close in 1 year, but we do have soldiers, so I'm not worried. Let's ramp up weapons production. This kind of works. We need to check if everything is still covered though. Kind of is, so I'm not worried. What was that? Fire, Temple of Mars. Yeah, we didn't properly set this up. That's unfortunate. Temple of Mars, Temple of Venus, and Temple of Mercury. I hope this mission post doesn't get destroyed. That would be dangerous. These priests cannot get back to their home. That's sad. Mercury, Mars, and Venus. And Neptune is right here, so that's good. Okay. Back on track. We need a little bit more money to start building our next fort. I'm gonna build this now. We have the money. Well, we go a little bit in debt, that's fine. But weapons will soon be delivered. Not sure why this card hasn't picked it up yet. Now it does, so perfect. Let's slow down a little bit and rethink our next steps. Probably need desirability here for sure. We need a wall here so we can defend against the Numidians. But our priority is more forts for sure. That's the first priority. Making more money with iron, so Cyrene buys weapons and iron, so I'm gonna plop down a warehouse here via ship. I'm gonna say 16 units of iron, 16 units of weapon. And barbarians attack. Let's first get rid of them. Barbarians, Numidians. I'm not sure if there were barbarians in that time period, but yeah. Oh my god. These are annoying. Okay. They're really fast. We need these walls. Yeah, and it's not ideal to go into melee with javelins, but at least you're not gonna destroy any buildings. We got rid of them. Perfect. That was fast. Okay, so iron is being dropped off here. We actually should use a cart depot for that. 2 actually. Well, not really. Yeah, let's do it. Let's still do it. I'm gonna copy this over for both. This is going to be iron though. Goes to 11. And this is weapons, which also goes to 11. Yes, and then we can start selling. We need a new dock for Cyrene. That's Munda, it's fine. This is gonna be no Munda here. And only weapons and iron. And build more housing here. We have a little bit more money for desirability, so we're gonna plop a statue down here. This is probably very ugly as well, right here, so I'm gonna build that there. This is gonna help a lot. And let's hope we get our weapons here. So we have our weapons, nice. We can build legionnaires again. So yeah, we are in a good spot right now. Iron production is really efficient here. We need to think about pottery soon, also for bricks and monuments, because the lighthouse won't build itself without bricks, like 20 bricks, 56 stone and 32 timber, which we also don't have yet. But yeah, we're gonna open this trade route soon when we have the money and start exporting iron. We have overproduction of iron and also overproduction of weapons, I think. Just not yet. Need a little bit more time for that. Can we build more weapons factories? We could. Although, yeah, I'm gonna keep a little bit more space here for warehouses because this is our most important docking area. I don't need this, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Yeah, it's going great. They can also, I think we should focus on delivering expensive goods here so they can buy it. Instead of like iron, they should focus maybe on weapons, but we'll see. What else we can conjure up. These people are unhappy for desirability, so let's fix that. This is a 3x3 as well, so I'm gonna use that. Statues, equestrian statue, that's fine. What was the last message? Population milestone, blessing of Ceres, great. Don't think we produce enough wine and vine, so I'm gonna expand this. I have population for that. Great. More wine production, let's go. If you want a highway here, that's not ideal. Yeah, we are kind of... I mean, this is starting to get dangerous with maintenance, but let's go for it. 2 more workshops. Send off this olives, let's do it. And now, increased trading taxes, great. We are already selling that, right? No, we aren't selling oil yet. We can do that as well. Maybe that's a good... I think Tapsus... So Tapsus is a land trade route. 15 units is not a lot, but it's an expensive good. So let's, when we have a little bit more money, expand our oil and olives production, and we'll do that. Get rid of this. This is in the way. 1, 2, 3. Now we can build like 6 oil workshops. We have the population for it. I'm gonna put this right here. Let's start with 5. No, let's do 6. Actually, that's way too much. Let's start with 4. Warehouse. Plop this down here. Yeah, okay, I'm going a bit too fast to construct. This is fine. I'm gonna say nobody can come here except all the oil. Here I'm gonna say all the olives. This is not oil, right? So perfect. Car depot, you know the drill. Plop one down. Oil. More than 4, and now we can say accept oil here. 16 units. Let's wait a bit until this is registered correctly. This is not connected up probably, that's why. Yes, that's the issue. Does this still work? Yes. Now it's gonna work. From 12 to 5. Great, and I'm gonna start selling that as well. Everything. What else can we export? Weapons, we didn't do that yet, so let's export weapons. Open trade route to export, open trade route to export. Marble, yeah, we can do that as well. But let's focus on iron. We have the production already, so maybe send me some money from my personal savings, 2,000 denarii, to open that trade route. Not go into debt. Sell all the iron. Via Cyrene, yes, and this is already set up. Cyrene should not come here. In the other one, right? This one, yes. Okay, gods are still happy. Oh, let's actually check that. Pleased, yes, that's perfect. We should start thinking about monument building and pottery. We probably need a little bit more money though. I'm probably not. I'm pretty sure we need more money. Yeah, that's fine. We have 2 nice housing blocks. Pretty big ones. Could be better, probably, but covers a lot. We could have built here, but we can use that for entertainment purposes. This got catched on fire, which is not great. I'm gonna do this. We have another fort ready, so we have the money. Actually, we have a lot of money. I'm gonna build another Legionnaires fort. These are slow, but these will help whenever Caesar attacks us. Because we aligned with Pompey. Great. We can think about... No, we cannot think about patricians yet. We don't have pottery even. We do have food. Food is kind of low. These guys are waiting a lot, actually. I can fix this by doing this. Then it's a shorter route, I think. Although another granary would be ideal, I guess. Let's try this first. What was this message? Price rise for what? Marble? How expensive is marble? Whoa, 111 denarii, and we can sell 15 of it, so that's 1,500 denarii every month. BSC, so we should do that. To Cyrene, I'm gonna build another warehouse here. BSC and accept 16 units of marble, and then we can import 8 and 8 of sand and clay from Munda. So this is efficient. The distance, right? Let's see where we can build marble. I mean, yeah, we could build 4 marble things here, mines, although that's not enough. We could build this here, we have a lot of space here. Yeah, let's do this here, although let's double check the natives. Yeah, that's fixed. Let's start building it here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 is fine for now. That's 1,500 denarii we're gonna get every single month. Well, if we sell the goods, of course. I'm not gonna connect this up. We don't need this. Well, for monument building we need it, but not anything else now. This is a fine location. Nobody can come here. We know the drill already, right? 16 units. Well, 32. Need a cart. Yeah, sometimes it's faster to go to the menu, sometimes it's faster to copy it though. It's always a balance. I'm actually gonna connect this up though, like this, so at least construction will not be an issue in the future. That's fine. And you don't need to go here yet, so that's good. Marble, more than 4, from 14 to 13. And Cyrene, who was it? Cyrene, right? Cyrene. Here, Cyrene accepting marble. I'm gonna start selling that as well. Money, money, money. Who knows the game? Money, money, money. It's a game from the 90s as well. It's a very famous phrase, but I don't think a lot of people played it. It was a trading simulator game in space. This might help you. That would be a fun game to play. I played this a lot in my childhood, but I don't think it's popular. I don't think it's even on Steam, even, so yeah. It's gonna be hard. I have the disc at home, but that's in another country, so... And I don't have a disc reader anymore, so... I don't even have Windows, so I couldn't play it either way. Yeah. Fishing, is that going well? Yeah, that's okay-ish. We could probably build a little bit more on this island. Can we build fishing wharves? Well, not a lot. It's kind of worth it probably, this island. Let's try this out. I'm gonna build a ship bridge. Yeah, and clear this island out. Remove all trees of this island, and anything that lives here is gone. Barf. Legion attack. Okay, let's first deal that. Invasion. Governor, the traders have landed. We need to push them back into the sea. Yes, pause the game. There's already a javelin underway. We need to go to here ASAP. Legions, legions, legions. I think we need the legions here as well. It's gonna be... They're gonna arrive too late though, but... 2 already down. 3, nice. 100% accuracy. Okay, that I didn't want. These people... We need to change the formation to avoid this. And let's send out our legions here so we can hold the wall. These, I'm gonna do the same thing here and send them there. Look at this. This needs to go a little bit more to the center. No, they're not all firing. So let's move them there. Okay, we already got rid of them. Nice. Caesar, that was a very pitiful attack. But let's not become confident, because confidence could kill us. And it will probably will, so... Should we back this up? I'm not sure. This, yes, so they don't attack our land. How will I do this? Yeah, I will double back this up with another wall. I want to be sure, because these legionnaires can be hard to deal with. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of these forests for this. This kind of works. It's like a circle. It's like a fort, you could say. But back this up a little bit. Whenever they get through, they're gonna get shot upon. But let's leave this for javelin throwers. That's fine. We could build another tower here. I'm gonna do that as well. Not using that space anyway, so tower. I'm gonna connect this up with one road so it works. Yeah. We have a lot of money, so I'm grateful for that. We can now start thinking about importing clay from Munda. So let's do sand, clay. I'm gonna do 8 units of each, because it's expensive. We don't want to go bankrupt on clay. That's like sad if that would be the case. And there's not a lot of space here to build a workshop industry, so I will not do that. I will do this actually here. I will build 2. One is gonna be for the raw materials, which is gonna be 8 units of clay, 8 units of sand. We can still expand this. And let's also do the pottery here. So pottery, 16 units. And bricks, we need a lot of bricks if you're gonna build anything fabulous or big. So let's do 32 bricks here. This is connected up, so now let's provide the workshops. We have the employment for that. Pottery. 1, 2 for now. Brickwork's the same. Not gonna overproduce right now. Concrete we need as well, so I'm gonna put that down there. Well, this just fits perfectly, so that's awesome. It's always good, feels good when you can build these things properly. And it feels bad when you can't, but that's part of this game, right? It's part of the game being good and bad at the same time. This works fine here, and this as well, so no wasted space. What else do we need here? Nothing else, right? Well, we need a car depot to get these goods. And I'm actually gonna produce that right here. Well, yeah, that's fine. Gonna be sand. More than 4, you know the drill. 13 to 16. And now do the same for clay. Everything still works, yes, and now let's buy that, max. Since I only use 8 items, it's gonna like limit my purchasing every time a boat comes. If I do like 32 units or 16 units, my money will be gone in like 1 visit, which we want to avoid. I'm not sure if it's more efficient for the car depot to be close to the source or close to the target. I don't think it matters, as long as it's most efficient if it's in between them two. If it's like, for example, here, then the oxen needs to return to there and it loses like a little bit of time. But if it's in between, they don't lose any time. Alright, outfit change. Yeah, for some reason I recorded the third part and I didn't really record properly, so yeah, I have to do it a little bit, which is annoying. I did finish the level though with the previous recording, so yeah, we didn't lose too much time, like a big half an hour, so yeah. What's next? So basically we are still expecting 2 more invasions, so let's see that. So let's delete common invasion. We only have 1 yet, so we need to prepare here a little bit, because we are expecting Caesar to be more angry because we defeated them before. Also, one thing I haven't built yet is an academy. I'm gonna build this ASAP. I know it's not ideal, we have full forts basically, but at least the next attack we will have proper trained soldiers. I'm gonna also provide a little bit more defense here. This will help actually quite a lot, I think. I mean, we know palisades are really effective. We've been using them in many missions now, and they're really great, right? They're holding off the enemy ever so slightly, even if it's only like a couple of seconds. If it allows us the ballistas to be fired a little bit more, that's just great, because every ballista shot is basically a casualty, which is, well, is great for us, right? We are going to, let me double check this. We are importing clay now and sand, which is going to be really expensive, but this will allow us to make pottery for upgrading houses. Next thing we're going to do as well, after we're going to think about the lighthouse. Yeah, stormy seas, we need the lighthouse. Is putting another housing block here, a big one, and then we're going to put the patricians somewhere here. Or maybe another spot, we will see, but we will need the population. So we're going to use a big island for normal housing. So yeah, this is being built properly. I will actually expand a little bit my weapons production because I will need more. We are good on iron, so I don't mind losing a little bit of these iron spots, and I just noticed this isn't connected up. And I will put this down as well, just to be sure. We also are quite low on wine, I think. We have a lot of vines, but not a lot of wine, so let's start selling that a bit more. And just back it up with more farms, basically. Yes. And also our stone is pretty low, so I will actually already expand this as well. Yeah, this works for me. This is kind of... Let me check if that's better. Yes, because this wasn't connected up. I know I didn't check it, but I saw this caused issues when I was recording yesterday. So I'm gonna fix it before it causes issues. This is still broken down, so I actually will rebuild this slightly. I mean, we can do this. Yes. Definitely need to build a wall here then sooner rather than later, but for now that's fine. And this olive farm is not connected up, so I'm gonna actually build another one to support the new workshops. And yeah, everything is going well. We're now gonna wait for Caesar to attack us, basically, and earn more money, because we are not green yet. Well, we're struggling with income for sure still yet. We actually also should think about fishing, so price increase, that's perfect. We're selling weapons. These, well, this is quite full, but this one is quite empty, so I will probably build more fishing wharfs here. Well, I'm gonna do it, so dropping these down. Like this. Yeah, City in debt, I know. You can be angry with me, that's fine. This will work. This, we definitely need to... No, this doesn't work because this isn't properly connected. Now it does. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna have more fish now, and I'm actually gonna put down a car depot already. Nobody can come here, we know the drill already. All the fish. I'm just gonna set this up already. Fish 16 from 17, right? Yes, to 8, I think. Yes, it's 8. I'm gonna stop getting this, so getting food, and actually do the other way around. So this will get from here, and since we're gonna provide more fish from here, this will always be full, I hope. That's the idea. And this, we don't have any trouble with that, although we could probably build some more fishing wharfs here. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with one here. Yeah, there's only place for 2, but this blocks off access to this island, so only 1. I'm not gonna build a fishing wharf there. I am going to build a fishing wharf here though. 3 actually, so that's gonna actually help a lot. Legion attacks. Invasion, second invasion. We need to be ready. We aren't ready because our legionnaires are not stationed here, but if you station them outside the forts, they will lose morale, and we don't want this as well. Okay, this doesn't work. Bit unfortunate, but that's fine. Weapons workshop, let's fix that later. Let's stack them, so that's max efficiency. Max combat efficiency if we stack them, so let's do that. Also, they're gonna grow through the breach, and basically we throw javelins upon them, which I think is great. Not for them, but for us it is. I'm actually gonna go into combat. Maybe that's weird, but I'm gonna do it. Why? if we lose some men, we're gonna have academy trained units, which we want, right? So perfect, we got rid of them. Let's check if everything is fine. So legionnaires full here. Javelins actually didn't help, but at least we're gonna have 3 trained legionnaires now, thanks to the academy. So that went really well. That's good. We need to rebuild this. Not ASAP, but we need to rebuild it. Because Rome will definitely have a 3rd attack, as mentioned in the mission, so we need to be ready. Like this. And I'm gonna fix this by doing something like this. This might feel a bit weird. It is very weird though, but at least now there's gonna be a legionnaire there stationed. A watchman, it's called, so that's fine. We're in the red for sure, so let's sell some more stuff before we expand. Unless we're gonna expand goods-wise, but let's check at the end of the year. I'm gonna wait with that. We definitely need to rebuild our troops. August, yeah, it's still early. We need pottery, so we're starting to build pottery slowly, very slowly. So actually we should speed this up a little bit, at least. I'm gonna do that. Well, that's quite a lot. Let's only do double productions for now. And I'm all gonna put down these warehouses here to deal with that. Okay, this needs to go. Sorry. Well, I'm not sorry, but we need to redo this. Market lady can come here, yes please. And I'm gonna say getting pottery, yes. Accepting furniture, accepting oil. We can always change that later. I'm gonna do the same right here. And then the moment this is stored properly, I will start distributing. That's the most robust way to go. Fire, yeah, I mean, that's how it is. Fishing is going great. I actually think we're gonna overproduce here. So we need another car depot, I think, to send this off. I hope this worked because it's like after. Yeah, this worked. What catched fire? Let's check that. Vine farm. Yeah, that's unfortunate. As long as the native house doesn't burn down. I don't think these can burn down, by the way. No, there's no interaction possible. We are missing a lot of people. We should think about expanding. Well, we can upgrade the houses first and then build a new housing block. We don't have the money to build a new block right now. We do have more money for a farm though, so I'm gonna put that down. City into debt, let's check that. May. So yeah, we have until May to fix this. In 40 BC. But now we have academy trained, yes, 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 no, which is unfortunate. Unfortunate in this, no as well. So yeah, it's not great. We should have had this from the start, but if we are gonna have 3 legionnaires fully trained, I think we can hold off any attack that Caesar sends our way. I hope I'm right. If not, yeah, we need to redo this again. Yeah, this collapsed or catched fire for some reason, so I'm gonna rebuild this. There's so much fire security here and still, yeah, it's gonna collapse. So I'm actually gonna do this. This works, and this works. Yeah, this should be fine. Weapons, yeah, we are kind of missing weapons, so let's not sell weapons, or at least not everything, so above 8. I'm gonna do the same for oil, well, above 4. What else can we sell? Wine, yeah, I can sell everything, that's fine. And export over 16 for fish, I'm happy with that. Vines as well, olives as well, yeah, it's fine. As long as our oil workshops are producing max efficiency, I'm happy. We need to get out of debt soon. February, I didn't check the trade routes, that's my bad. But yeah, we're gonna start selling a lot of goods again. And buying some clay, so that's gonna be expensive, but we have pottery here now. I'm still gonna wait a little bit more because even if we are... Actually, I'm gonna start here because I want more people. It's gonna help us produce more pottery as well, so... I hope it doesn't downgrade time because... Okay, now there's also pottery here. I might need another workshop to continue supplying everything. Okay, enemies are coming. We are going to crush them. I'm gonna send off these javelins into melee, so I hope I lose at least one so I can get academy trains, and I'm gonna do the same for them if they arrive on time. I hope I lose one soldier. 16 javelins. Javelins, okay, you can retreat. Now we have some experience. I'm gonna lose more, I think. Yeah, but that's fine. At least we're gonna have academy trained javelins. And these guys will never arrive here on time, or they're already here. No, they're not. But that's fine. They are too late to the action. But that's fine. Great. I hope I didn't lose like too many javelins. That would be embarrassing. Well, we kinda lost too much, to be honest, but I only want to lose one. I'm not sure how much more effective they are with academy training, but if we... Yeah, it's still gonna pay off. And they're gonna be rebuilt on time, I think, for any attack from Caesar. Knowing this, I will do the save. Oh, third save, yeah, that's fine. No, actually, I want space here. Yes. Large casas. Now we need more desirability. I'm gonna give some to them. Like, yeah, 2 larariums. Now let's build some altars as well. I know we don't need them. There's more efficient ways. But I like it. I already mentioned this probably before, but that's fine. No Mars, I can put one for Mars here, and then Venus one here. Lararium, let's build one here and here. That looks nice. I will send these troops already to here. I think the attack is gonna come rather sooner than later, so I want to be ready, at least with some troops. And I hope my javelins... Okay, yeah, javelins are being produced, so we're gonna probably have 4 full forts, which is absolutely crucial. Increased trading with Cyrene, perfect. I'm selling this already. Yeah, we have a lot of marble stores. The moment we are positive and have more population, we're gonna start building the lighthouse. We have everything except timber, I think, so I'm actually gonna plop this down as well. I'm gonna say 8 units for now and start importing this, because if I'm gonna do more, I'm gonna go be in debt forever. We just got positive again, so that's good. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for this request. We need more money, basically. This works fine. These guys, yeah, need to go to the front. I think we have full house of full forts. Maybe there's gonna be like one more guy coming out of the barracks. Look at this. Now we have full warehouses of fish. That's what I wanted. Now this is going to be more stable if we're going to expand to here. Yeah, we should wait until we have pottery everywhere, which we still are struggling with a little bit, but soon it's gonna be, we're gonna catch up. Actually, we are out of unemployment, so I'm gonna set this up. I forgot about that as well. So water services, most important, prefectures, important, engineering as well, and then education in this case. Why? For the mission posts. If the mission posts run out of people, these natives will rebel, and then I'm in big trouble. Legion attacks. Perfect. We are prepared. Yes. Everybody is out. Perfect. And there's already casualties from all my ranged attacks, basically. I'm gonna throw javelins upon them now. I don't think they're gonna stand a chance against my trained legionnaires. I will not meet them out in front, so I will let them waste a little bit of time. Throw javelins upon them through the breach, and now let's go into melee. These could probably be more effective, so I'm gonna move them. Okay, we are losing men, but I think that we're gonna ward them off really well. Yeah, they're retreating, and all the retreaters are basically shot. That's amazing. And we got them. They have been defeated. This was the third attack as well, so Emperor's respect. They hail you as a hero in the streets of my capital. What am I to do about you, my little general? I'll tell you what I will do. The next time you cross me, I will have your head, even if I have to send the whole Roman army to get it. I mean, I hope he doesn't, because that would be catastrophic. But look, we almost, yeah, we did lose quite some legionnaires, but not a lot. Well, 30 people is, I mean, it's half of our forces, but I think it's fine. We're gonna now clear this out a bit. We don't need all these defenses now anymore. At least not for now. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one though. I know this has an expense monthly, but I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, I got into debt again. I'm gonna build this though. Yeah, I'm gonna build my defenses here though, I'm pretty sure, and I will remove these. We're not gonna need this now anymore. Like this. Yeah, cleaned up, saved some money. I'm gonna send off these weapons to Rome. They got defeated, so it's like I will send the weapons from their fallen soldiers to them. Pottery is going fine, so I'm gonna now expand this, and we're gonna soon have no population issues. That's great. We do need more entertainment, right? And desirability, but let's first fix this. Okay, let's ignore that. We don't need that for now. We need entertainment. Amphitheater. Why? Does this work? No, this will cause issues. So I'm gonna plop it down there. I'm gonna need a gladiator school. And I also need to make sure this doesn't collapse upon me, so I'm gonna plop these down. Yeah, this works fine. And we need to think about monument building. So I'm gonna enable this. They can get bricks from here. They can get marble from here. They can get wood from here. We're not importing it, but I'm gonna do that in a minute. Stone from here and marble from here as well, if they would want to. I'm gonna clear this out a bit. We don't need this actually, like this. And what I'm gonna need is a work camp. here for the stones. This is connected up, so that's fine. I don't like that they need to go all the way around though, so I'm gonna do this. I hope this doesn't cause any issues. No, I don't think so. So they now can go around, work camp. I'm gonna put Pluton down here for the bricks as well. And I'm gonna build my Architects Guild. Yeah, here that's fine. And now we're gonna build that lighthouse. The moment we're gonna have 1,000 denarii, I'm gonna do it. But a little bit more, so we don't go into debt. Yeah, we already went into debt. March. Yeah, we still can make a lot of money this year, I think. We're not maxed out at all. 1,000, yeah. Let's go for 2,000 if we can. Yeah, now it's gonna be safe. There's one bush in the way, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Lighthouse. Mercury is upset. Okay, that I definitely don't want. I'm actually just gonna go for a full row of temples where I'm gonna do this. This could be a good spot. Start with Ceres, Neptune, Mercury, Mars, and Venus. Like this. Yes. Yeah, because we have angry gods, we want to avoid that since we have more population. Yeah, these people are not happy. We have a little bit money, so let's put some gardens down. Same, yeah, here that's quite good already. Although these people won't be too happy. Now they will. Alright, we don't have any money issues. We defeated Caesar's army. We are starting to build a lighthouse. We should also think about some religion already. So actually I will delete this. Nymphium. Plop this down. This is either the arena. Yeah, I'm gonna go for desirability. We can build an arena right here. Connect this up. So yeah, we're gonna start building that as well. I'm gonna put down another architect's post for that. Well, no, let's just have this one guy do everything. That's fine. Marble, sure. You can have all the marble you want. I don't need that. That's going pretty well. We can soon think about expanding here. We need... Okay, I said we need a lot more money, but we just got 1,500 denarii. Let's check August. It's still early, but let's check the trade routes. This is going really well. We're gonna make it at the end of the year for sure. We are not selling any weapons to Utica because this isn't connected up. Now we will. And the rest is very good. Well, stone we can do better, but that's fine. I prefer to sell weapons and wine over stone, so that's good. Fish, yeah, I don't care if we don't max this out, and this is maxed out, great. And this, yeah, we can sell more weapons, more iron, and more marble. Sorry, Cyrene, so we need to, yeah. With the lighthouse, it's gonna help us out for sure. And let's buy some timber from Cyrene as well. Now we can start doing that. Except, let's do import max. Because we set it to 8 units here, so it doesn't gonna over import. Yeah, this is working fine, so that's good. Could we build like another one here? Yeah, I think that I'm gonna do that. Pottery is going fine. Next item is furniture on the list. And desirability. So we need a Temple of Mercury for sure as well, but let's wait with that. We need population, so I'm gonna start clearing this out. I'm gonna clear out most of this area. I'm gonna keep the statue if I can. Yes, I can. I'm gonna clear out the whole area. There is water here, which I had to look for a while, but yeah, there's one small tile there. Okay, and now let's redo the streets. I'm gonna do it like this. Yeah, this doesn't work, so I need to go a little bit back. This does work. Yeah, I'm going into that constantly, but it's fine. Yes, let's try to build like this. Actually, yeah, let's try to build a pattern here. So I will do one more so I can build houses on this side. I'm gonna check this. 2, 2, 2, and maybe 2 more. So I'm gonna build until here. Yeah, so I have place for housing here. That's fine. 2, 2, 2, 2, and then actually gonna do this so we can have houses on this side as well. I think I'm gonna just go like this. I think this will work. Let me check if the housing is here correct. Yeah, this is correct. I don't like this, so I'm gonna clear this out. Yeah, I can improve this, so now we can get rid of a little bit of fountains and redo this area. So we don't waste too much space here. Yeah, we kinda need... Yeah, we kinda needed that one to get here. Although, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna build another reservoir here. Yes, now we can build on the outside. Like this. Can go on the inside here. Like this, and then this won't cause any issues. Well, it might. We're gonna lose one house here, but that's fine. Boiling with rage. Mercury rains down fire and stone from the skies, destroying buildings with store goods and all its content. That is annoying. Where is it? Okay, it's here. That's fine. We need to fix it ASAP, but... Prefecture, yeah. The one building that was gonna provide us with protection for fire is burned down. Okay, I need this ASAP to set up. At least we don't have any trade routes set up to come here, so that's easy to fix. I'm not sure why the gods are angry. Okay. We need to fix this ASAP. So let's go check the gods. Angry Mercury. Yeah, there's one more temple missing. I'm gonna quickly plop one down. Yeah, here is gonna out of the way. That's fine. We now need to think about... Well, we're burning these nymphiums already, so that's fine. Are they being built though? They are, which is perfect. Lighthouses in construction, perfect. We need housing, so we have set this up now. Look at this magnificent piece of housing block. There fit a lot of people here, so that's good. We can decide two things here. We can build one granary here, although we need to build one granary here, or one here and one here, I guess, for the markets, but I will try to build only one to provide the patricians as well as the plebs. Well, I think they're called plebs. I hope I didn't offend anyone with that. Price rise, yeah, okay, that's fine. I'm gonna do this. Block this off. How many? Yeah, okay, block this off. I will check one thing. How much money we're making with taxes, so I'm gonna check that in a minute. Yeah, this works for me. This won't collapse. The market lady can come here, and we are going to just copy this over. I think the distance is going to be too far for this guy to go get the goods, but we can check that later. Connect this up like this. Yeah, I don't like this road at all, so I'm going to get rid of it completely. Rebuild close to the edge of the cliff, which is more efficient, like this. Great, now housing. Let's first put down a market and actually provide food, because if you don't do this, people will be angry with the housing quality discrepancy, and I want to avoid this. Yeah, we're gonna lose a little bit of space here, but that's fine. Fish, please accept everything, and I'm gonna put down a car depot right here. And then this goes to granary 21, and it goes from 8. So this will be delivered like this, which is fine. We have our car depot here. We have 2, right? This is maxed out, which is good. Well, to some extent. This catches fire. Yep. Can we fix this? Yeah, this fixes it partially. Could still catch fire because it's light blue. Might come here, might not, but let's risk it. Send money, we can't send money, we don't have any money. These market ladies, we need to go a long way to get food, but soon that's gonna be fixed. Also, this guy gets pottery, that's fine. And here, I'm gonna probably... Can I make this smaller? Yes, I will do this. I'm gonna say getting goods, and now this which one was it? So this is warehouse 2. Where is my car depot for that? This is the one, so I'm gonna say to 23 instead. Yes, and then get rid of this, so I'll have a little bit more space for my patricians right here. I'm also gonna make sure this looks nice, so I'm gonna clear this out. We can delete this now, yes. I think I'm gonna do it like this. Park, roofed wall garden. This looks, people will not see this ugly place. Well, I don't think it's ugly, but it might be noisy, the barracks, so. They're gonna be safe though, the patricians. They have like the military here. Okay, this collapsed. That's my mistake for sure. I'm actually gonna do this. Yeah, like this. I hope this doesn't collapse now. And just on time. Perfect. Shouldn't have catched fire, my mistake, but can quickly fix this by copying this over, setting this up. Granary 2. For some reason now that's Granary 2, which is funny. Okay, the traders can't come here, legionnaires also not. Market lady, yes. Okay, I am making a lot of mistakes here. That's fine, we can fix it. Probably need, this is a big housing block. I hope the school is covering properly. Yes, it is. That's good, at least. Yeah, and it's gonna be fine. Yeah, that's some stupid mistakes, as always. What's catching fire now? Temple of Neptune, yeah. That's fine. I'm gonna build another one. I'm gonna build it here because we're gonna need God support here, so that's fine. I will probably build this here because people don't want to live close to the water. But doctor, let's already put this here. And barber, they don't need access here, we have access here, that's fine. And I think these market ladies have fish, pottery. We can start building houses. Yeah, this is gonna be fine. Yeah, we can build a house there. Yeah, we lose a spot there, but that's fine. and can build one more here. Yeah, we could have done this slightly better, but let's try this. And here, I mean, I can redo this slightly, right? Well, this now loses a spot. Can I? Yeah, this is perfect. Now we can, well, I thought it was perfect. This is better. We can recheck some things then, later on. Yeah, this works, and this will work as well. I have another house here, and I have more houses here, so I'm gonna already provide that. I have housing here. Well, let's do it as such. Perfect. We need employment, so that's great. We need more money as well. And furniture, but that's fine. Does this help? No. The moment this is built, I'm gonna go for a Grand Temple of Mercury, so we can actually provide plazas. We can fit a 3x3, but we can also fit a Nymphium, which looks really nice. Covers a lot of houses. This covers, yeah, this does cover more houses as well. This covers more houses, so let's do that. We have built this one, so I'm gonna clear this road out. This one is almost built, so that's good. Gods are now gonna be happy finally. We can get rid of some small temples as well in the future. Weapons production is at max, that's awesome. We're gonna sell more weapons. No invasion, so that's fine, but we do need to think about another wall for the Numidians. That's good. Yeah, we are doing pretty well, I would say. Look at all this oil. We have way too much oil, but that's fine. We are selling that, right? August. Who's buying oil? Yeah, okay. Tapsus is. That's fine. We need a new trade route, right? That the lighthouse is gonna provide. I hope oil is in that. Yeah, we need Temple of Mercury, know that. So let's speed this up a bit. We're making sure our houses are growing. Yeah, these people are not too happy with their... Without... Why don't they have access? They should have access. Yeah, I guess this guy needs to run a hallway. I'm actually gonna do Mars as well. We're gonna need housing either way, so... We're gonna need 2 gods if you want to upgrade max housing, so I'm gonna plop this already down. I'm gonna do the same here. And then we can have a series 1. Well, we have 2 gods here already, so... Venus and Neptune, Neptune and Mars, Ceres and Mercury I think will be fine. So let's do that. We can also get rid of some gods here as well. I'm gonna build more Nymphiums, so that's fine. We don't need them anymore. Gonna save us a little bit of money in the long run. But we should probably build like an oracle to offset that for sure. Oracles look nice, so we can use that to our advantage, but this would work. Well, yeah, there's still a 3x3 here, so that's fine. I'm gonna plop that down there. This doesn't need to be connected up to the road, so that's fine. Same goes for here. Although we can put like a 3x3 max desirability. Okay, this is a good spot. So I'm gonna plop that down. I can probably fit another one here somewhere. Yeah, like here, but we can see later. We need more money. Second Nymphium is down. Now it's Lighthouse and Oracles. This is close to being finished. Bricks, are we allowing them to be bought? Yes, we are. We're still making concrete. That's awesome. We can think, I'm gonna slow down a little bit and think about, okay, these people need to upgrade faster or they're gonna be angry soon. Do I... Yeah, I'm gonna remove this house. Provide a theater here. Amphitheater as well. We're gonna already put this down. School as well, we're gonna need that. I think I'm gonna plop it down here. Yeah, I know. Does this stuff over everything? Yes, it does, I think. So let's check that. Yes, so everything still works. Okay, this doesn't work. I'm gonna put this... I don't know where I'm gonna put this. Yeah, I think it's fine because it's already upgraded, so that's good. We need a school. We're gonna need a library. We're gonna need a library here as well, so I'm gonna already provide that. Library here as well, and library here as well as final. Where I'm gonna put this though? I mean, markets, yeah. People don't want to live close to the market, so I'm gonna plop that down. Housing, yeah, we kinda lost some spaces. Could have been better here. Although it's not too bad, we still have a lot of houses here. Yeah, actually a lot of houses still, so that's good. And we have places like we can put small temples. I'm gonna do that actually, so Lararium. 3 is fine, and now I'm gonna fill it with altars. These look nice. Mars. I'm gonna put down Mars. Okay, this can be a house, so I'm gonna keep that open. Yeah, I can put one here. And then Venus right here. Emperor is angry. Okay, that's not good. I didn't send off the money. 24 months to comply. Let's already send it off so we don't forget. And we have some angry gods though. So who's angry? Neptune. So I'm gonna put down a small temple just to make sure he doesn't get angrier and destroy all our ships. We want to avoid that. Yeah, we need those oracles built ASAP. Let's check if we can build another one. Another one. Where will that be, though? I mean, this is a okay-ish spot. No, well, if you build another dock here, yeah, it still can be built, so I'm gonna use that space. Emperor is grateful, yeah, for the oil. Price rise for sand, not good, but we don't need that much sand. Well, for concrete. Look, these houses are now being upgraded pretty fast, which I definitely wanted. Statues. Equestrian statue, let's drop one down. Large statue, another one. So this looks really nice. We could probably do this. There's still yeah, everything is still covered. Well, we can do this, right? Let me check. Everything is still covered. Yes, perfect. Now we have another house here. We have another house here. We have another house here. So yeah, we're still gonna fill in a lot of things. Gardens. Yeah, let's wait. I don't want to go into that constantly. So 5,000 people, awesome. 5,000 people have been rebuilding Carthage. Yeah, we're doing great, I would say. Enemy's distance, we need to think about the walls. But we still have some time. This is also being built, which is great. This is close to being finished. I probably need another architect's post though. We're building a lot of things, so... This has been built as well. Yeah, this just works. Doesn't need any street connection though, that's good. another architect's post where I'm gonna plop this down though. Well, let's do it. Wheat cultivation. Traders have brought us a number of grain seeds, some of which have proven suitable for our climate. This new food source should complement our citizens' diet well. Wheat unlocked for farming. Nice. Are we having food issues? No though, so we're actually stocked up on fish like crazy. We don't need a second food type, although we do need that for patricians. I'm just gonna put another one here for now. Let's think about the patrician area. So fountain, where can I build? This is the max extent, so I'm gonna do this. Yeah, this works kind of like this. Okay, now we can build the roads around this. We need a 3x3 space, so we need to be careful. People don't want to live close to this warehouse either, so I'm actually gonna block this off slightly like this. We don't need anything else. We do need this road. Yeah, so a 3x3 can be fit here. That's fine. I'm gonna go here. I'm first gonna build like my skeleton, you could say. Then see how this goes. 3x3, we want to keep some here for monuments, etc. Like this. 3x3 just fits one, not great, but we can put some villas down if we need more space, and a 3x3 here, so I will actually do this. I think I'm pretty happy with this. You can build houses here if you want, 3x3s. You can build 3x3 here, 2x2s here if you want. If you would do one more, we actually can still build them. So I will do that. This will work slightly better. I don't want this connected up to the stairs though, so I'm gonna keep it like this. Yeah, this is kind of a weird space, but that's fine. I think we can build quite a lot here. I'm pretty happy with that, so I'm gonna keep that. Market, yeah, the market is kind of... Yeah, that's still perfect, so I'm gonna put it there. Place that down. Provide all the amenities right now. Okay, this is already there, so that's good. Bots. Patricians definitely want bots. Do we have a 2x2 wasted space? Kind of have one here. Yes, so I'm gonna plug that down. Let me check the desirability overlay though. This looks fairly decent. Thanks to these walls, I guess. So that's going well. We're building more stuff here, so we can get rid of this. Also, we need furniture now, and these guys don't have enough entertainment, so okay, knowing this, we need to double up in entertainment, so I'm gonna pop this down here. I mean, yeah, let's do this. I don't think it's gonna collapse. Nope. Although I don't want... that's annoying. The stairs are so annoying. This does fix a bit, right? Well... yeah, it's gonna work out. We probably should also build a tavern, by the way. I know it's not the most efficient, but we have space for it, so I'm gonna use that space. Same here. Well, tavern is kind of ugly, but they have to deal with that. Please buy fish here and wine here. No, that's the wrong button. Yeah, that's the correct button. So now we will provide a... if something goes wrong with these actors, we at least have this food going around. But we will need more fish and wine for that, so it's not the most efficient. But it's still better than not having the entertainment at all. I will clear this out. Well, actually, we're gonna produce wheat soon, which is gonna offset some food requirements for fish. So that's gonna work out in the end. Not sure if we're gonna have enough wine. Seems like we have enough vines, but not enough wine. So I'm gonna plop this down here. Use the space we have. But there's not a lot of space to go around though. This will still work, but this will kind of get destroyed the highway, which I can live with. We only have 2 land trade routes, so that's fine. Does this still work? Kind of. No, this will cause issues, so I'm gonna back this up. And let's send some money to the city. We are in debt. I'm not sure when the last was. Look, we have a lot of money saved up, so let's also send a gift to Caesar for the favor. Culture, what do we need? We need academies. I'm gonna build one already for my patricians. My patricians are living here. There's only one place for a 3x3 here. Yeah, we kinda need more space probably for our entertainment. We lost the space there. We can build we can build. Yeah, we can't build a lot here, thanks to this. Although if we do this, no. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's not put it there. Academy. Yeah, let's just put it there and we can see what we can do later. If we need to redo this a little bit. All the goods are here, so let's start upgrading here. 3x3. 3x3. And another 3x3 here. Another 3x3 maybe like here. And then we can see if we put something down here. Monument complete, nice. We have the lighthouse finally. Price rise for marble, that's perfect. I'm gonna go for... Do we do more goods or more export? Because 10% more expensive imports. Let's first check which trade routes are unlocked before we check what we're gonna do. I don't think we're gonna import more. Although we have some expensive imports like sand, clay, and timber. Let's store this so we can quickly dispatch this. Lighthouse, no trade routes. Let's check them out. First, let's check the existing ones. We are buying sand and clay, which is quite expensive. At least the clay part. The sand actually also, so that's around, yeah, that's a lot of money. We are selling wine, vines, weapons, stone, fish, oil, olives, iron. Yeah, we are importing timber, so how expensive is that? Quite expensive, but look at these other goods. We are definitely earning more with exports. And so that's good. Let's now check the existing trade, the new ones. So more marble, more weapons, that's fine. Oil, finally, stone, marble. Yeah, let's go for the export price. I think that's actually always the good one to go for. We'll see if we actually make some money. I was checking how much do we earn in taxes. So let's go to taxes. I forgot about that. Taxes in 0. Are these guys not paying taxes? This is not staffed. This is mothballed. Same as these barracks at the start of the level. So that's why. Okay, now let's tax these people. We won't be taxing our patricians, which is unfortunate, but I guess they're gonna be happy. You know the drill. Put down these statues to mark the expansion path. Allow it to expand. This can actually be 4x... No, because it's gonna be a 3x3. So I'm gonna do this. Yeah, so this is gonna... Can this expand to here? Yes, it can. So yeah, we have 4 patrician houses and we need to see how we're gonna do the amenities. Small temple, we definitely need that. We don't have the space for big ones. This will work. Let's do this. Temples are covered. Entertainment needs to be covered, so theater, I guess. Here. We have place for a 3x3 here if we redo this slightly. Yeah, so I'm gonna put this here. Now we can build like an amphitheater there. What are they missing now? Educational, so school. We need that as well. Yeah, there's not a lot of space. We should be careful. Okay, we can do this and then a library here. We don't need this, I think. No, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Probably not gonna need this as well. We only get focus on 4 houses, I think. Invasion imminent. Okay, let's slow down a bit. We have a lot of money. So let's build the defenses. Gatehouse. Yeah, we do want the gatehouse for sure. Here. We probably want one. Let me clear this out. All this rubble, we don't need this. We shouldn't delete this, but I still did it. It's fine. Gatehouse, let's do it right here. Wall. It's gonna be expensive to build this, but we need it, so I'm gonna build it anyway. Like this. Perfect. Well, we kind of lose space by doing this. Instead of going outside, but at least our forces will... What was that? Are they attacking? No. Not sure why I heard that ballista sound. Let's do this. Another ballista sound. Are they attacking? No. Ah, I think they might shoot down some... I don't know what they're shooting down, to be honest. Hope it's nothing serious. That's working. I'm gonna block this off to be sure. Now we need walls here as well. I think they're shooting down rebels, right? Or something like that. Or they're just doing... Ah, look at this. Aha. Am I afraid? Natives have uprised. Yeah, here. That's why. I'm gonna pacify this ASAP. Ah, yeah, this house wasn't connected. Now we build a wall. That's why the natives are attacking us. Oh, this is... I hope we can get rid of them before they destroy anything. Yeah, I think... Okay, that was very close. Could have been worse. Okay, and I just said it's gonna be worse, and now they destroyed something. I don't know why. Where? This could collapse our game, right? Where is the thing they destroyed? This is annoying. Employees needed as well. I don't know what they destroyed. I'm unhappy for that. This works, right? Yeah. Since I don't know where they destroy it, it could be something crucial, and it probably is something crucial because... Aha! I'm glad I found this ASAP. Well, too late. Everything... All the water is gone, but this will upgrade very fast now. Again. We're gonna have all the people moving in again. Okay. Crisis averted. Let's check the risk again. Natives. Natives are safe. We actually can sell to the natives as well, so I'm gonna do that. Some weapons, I have weapons surplus. And also, if you check the message, Civil War ends, we get weapons every month, so that's perfect. It's not a good idea to arm the natives, I think, but I don't think this has any effect on the game. This guy is actually Coat Beard, the native trader, actually buying stuff. I'm not sure what he's buying. This needs to be enabled or it won't work. Weapons, everything. Yeah, let's do everything. I'm gonna put down a car depot. Yeah, this is fine. From 10 to 21. Let's start selling some weapons to the natives. We should probably... Yeah, that's fine. Let's keep it. More than 4, yeah, that's good. Great. What are we missing here? Desirability, so yeah, Temple of Mercury, I forgot about that. I'm gonna plop that one down. I will probably put this here somewhere. Well, not probably, I will put it here. Like this. What catched fire? Let's check that. Military Academy. Okay, that's unfortunate. Oh, this is... Ah, yeah. We can fix this easily, though. Now it works again. Okay, that was disaster averted. This won't work, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Actually, can do this now. Okay, that looks funky. Like this. Then I could probably do a little bit more street here. Maybe can fit like one more house or at least one more building here, which is good. This looks ugly. I'm gonna get rid of it. Military Academy. Let's build that. Again, we don't need it now, but we're gonna need it anyway. What are these guys missing? Furniture. Everybody needs furniture. That's a good issue to have. It means that everybody is equal society, which is no problems. I'm gonna get rid of this one. I'm gonna put this as close as possible. 2 actually. Well, we don't need 2. Only 1. Get rid of this. And I'm gonna do with my furniture factory here. Okay, after we deal with the barbarians, they have no idea what they... Last time they came there were no walls, and now everything is walled off. Not really, not everything is walled off. Everything will be walled off if I hurry up. Now it's walled off. And yeah, we are facing them. We don't have any towers here. I think I'm gonna keep it. We don't need towers, to be honest. Maybe a little bit towers close to the gatehouse in emergencies. We should build towers here though, because this is lightly defended compared to here. This guy went after the walls. This guy said, I'm gonna not put myself into risk of dying. Oh look, they have diamond patterns as well here. They might break through some formations, but I don't think they're strong at all to defeat our legionnaires. What was that? Fire, okay, that's good. Marble, yeah. That was the risk. Sometimes they come here, sometimes not. We paid the price. Let's check if we lost anyone. No, we didn't lose a single man. That's great. I'm gonna do a tower here though. Another barbarian attack. Okay, here, and now I don't have any towers. I'm gonna put some down. Yeah, actually this doesn't make sense because there's no people here. But I think we can still defeat them easily. To be sure, I will send off my javelins as well. They're gonna get here on time. I'm already built like one tower here, another tower here. I think that's gonna be enough to defend this. And they are gone. Does this have a road connection? No, so we cannot build any towers here. Same for this. Yeah. Okay. At least they didn't got through. That's good. Return to fort. Build this wall. Finish this up. I'll only build one tower here. I think it's fine. Two here, yeah. I think we can hold them off. Great. Carthage. Alright. Quick. Rope. Wardrobe change. It's cold here, so I need to put on a sweater. So we actually have a lot of goods now. Okay, trade routes. We had new trade routes and we haven't done anything with that yet. So Massilia. We also already sell everything here close by. Or everything is close by, so I'm gonna open this trade route. It's also a cheap one, so that's good. I'm gonna say put down a new... No, actually I'm gonna go this, getting oil. 16 units. Yeah, it's fine. We can probably do a little bit more timber later on. This is not going to go here, Massilia. Massilia can come to here, please. Marble, yes, we're gonna sell that. We're also gonna sell oil now, and weapons we already are selling. Nice. So these three goods will be sold to Massilia as well. Let's check Syracuse. I'm correct, Syracuse. Marble we can sell, and oil as well, so I might open this trade route also. And I'm gonna say Syracuse can come here for marble and oil. I know it's two different trade routes. We should go, but we need to balance it out, right? We need to balance out these trade routes. You cannot say all the goods go to here and then this guy go to here. That's still a short distance. Yeah, we're in debt, but that's gonna be fixed ASAP. We spent like 6,000 denarii on trade routes. We are overproducing. Oil warehouse to 5. I'm actually gonna back this up like here and go from to 22, I think. No, to 20. Yes. And now I'm gonna stop getting goods here. Just gonna say accept. This is gonna be fine. We need furniture, so we were also building that, but got distracted as always. So I'm gonna build this right here. Well, I'm gonna build this right here. Nobody can come here. We'll be getting all the timber we can. But let's only do 8 units, and then the rest gonna be furniture. I'm also gonna increase this quantity so we have a little bit more margin. And now we need furniture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's do 5 for now. Make sure this doesn't collapse. So I'm gonna just put this down for to be sure. I'm gonna have furniture soon. I'm gonna say to this, getting furniture. I'm gonna copy this over everywhere now. Yes. Was this getting oil? No, so I'm actually gonna say getting oil as well. Okay, copy it. Well, I'm making a mistake. Copy it. Yes. Getting oil. Copy. Paste. Paste. Yes, this works. We might need like a car depot somewhere for these, because it's a far distance to get all these goods, but I think it's gonna be robust enough. If we wait a little bit to distribute this, yes. These people are not too happy. They're also not living in like a nice neighborhood, so I'm gonna provide that for them. There's no place for housing in between. That's definitely a mistake. So we actually need gardens just to fill these spaces. I can build a statue here though. Yeah, we might not have the most patrician houses here, but at least it's something. I think this is an issue to provide 2 housing blocks with all these goods. With the getting, like, since they only provide 1 housing block, getting goods with one like this is fine. But since we're providing 2 housing blocks, it might be an issue. Although there's not a lot of houses here, we can see how this goes. We finally built this as well, so we can do this. This is a very desirable area here. Nice. Temple of Mercury, how is this going? Decent. The fish is going really great. So look, we have a ton of fish stored everywhere. So we need to think about wheat, second food type after furniture. So let's get this rolling a little bit. Prosperity is rising, perfect. Peace is rising. Let's provide a tribute. We have money, so chest of sapphires, perfect. Culture, we need more academies, so let's plop another one down. We only need 1 for the patricians here, but we can give some to, for example, the natives. Yeah, I'm gonna give that here out of harm's way. That's where we're gonna build the wheat farms. I think I'm gonna build this here. There's like a lot of space here, so I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna make more space as well. Increase trading, Massilia, price increase stone, that's perfect. We can sell stone as well, right? Yeah, to Syracuse, we don't do that yet, so I'm gonna put down a warehouse here. Sea trade route, stone, 16 units, and Syracuse is visiting here. Yes, so accept stone. And I'm gonna ship this off. I mean, this will collapse. Yeah, I mean, this is not optimal, so I'm not gonna do this. Why is it so hard sometimes? When we... Yeah, I'm actually gonna still do it here, that's fine. Not optimal, but it's okay. Copy this over. Stone from 7 to 25. And sell that. We're already selling stone via land, so now we're gonna sell it via sea as well. And this is a nice docking area. Look, everything is close by, so it could probably be a little bit closer even, but I don't think we're gonna lose any time here. Although we can still open 1 more trade route with these goods as well. Alexandria, if you have the money, yes we do. I'm actually not sure, so we are not producing enough oil. I might need to produce a little bit more. We have employment for that. So I'm gonna plop this down. Well, this is not connected up, so that's useless. Let me just make sure we don't get run out of oil, so export over... I'm gonna do this over 6, over 8. No, let's do over 12. Export over 12 as well. Let's not export over 8, that's fine here. And we're gonna focus on... Wait, what was I exporting over 12? Olives. Well, this can be over 8 as well, but oil should be over 12 for sure. So we don't run out. What else can we run out of? Wine, let's just do a little bit margin, or that's fine. Or 8, let's do 8. and all the rest is fine. We can import wheat as well if we want, but we're gonna produce it ourselves. And stone bricks we are already producing, so that's great. Yeah, we have everything for monument construction. Let's keep that going. We have a ton of fish, which I'm happy for. We're gonna go for wheat now. We have the population, so let's build this out. This is dangerous though, but we're gonna put down a breakpoint here. This works. We need another one here. Now we can build more farms. Look at this efficient farming area. This is efficient. Efficient placement. We're gonna put down a granary. I think we can put this here. Yes, this works really well actually. This is a bit wasted space, but can't win everything. I'm gonna do this. Put a breakpoint here. Check if everything works still. Yes, so I'm happy for that. Nobody can come here. They can store all the wheat they want. And we need a car depot. Another one. We have a lot. Wheat more than 16, and there is no second type. I'm gonna deliver this to here already, so I'm gonna do 16 and 16. Then we have patricians, and this housing block gonna be the best one. Since this is high desirability because it's on like a hill, it's easier to upgrade that as well. We don't need the plazas yet. So from 26 to 2. And this is the max desirability because they're like on another hill. Although, yeah, they're not too happy, to be honest. Furniture, okay. Furniture, how is that being propagated? Still missing, so we need a little bit more production. Can we improve that? We can. I will do this. Like this, perfect. Wheat is going great. Is this already set up? Yes, it is. I'm gonna say to these market ladies, please buy wheat. And this oxen, where is it? I think the oxen just left. Not sure where. Somewhere here. Who knows where it is? Prosperity is still rising. What's the max level we can get, by the way? 49. So yeah, we need to start upgrading these houses or we're wasting time. Yeah, furniture is an issue. Pottery is actually also an issue. Although it's working fine. Look, we actually have a ton of pottery though. We are missing furniture basically, and yeah. Oil is now a better situation. We have a little bit more stocked up. We still have a lot of money. And now since we tax the people, like we're making 5,000 denarii in taxes, so that's great. At least for us, it's great. 10 of this money, yeah. Let's make Caesar happy. We're also selling weapons now. Steve the Capitulator, Pedicularis Semensus, it's a missionary, so they're happy. We could sell more goods here if you want, but let's not. Why is this not working? No road access. I thought I put this down. Didn't I put down the road? Not sure. Local uprising. Great. Well, not great, but we can deal with it. I'm gonna send off these javelins here if they would break through. Because they might do that. I'm pretty sure they will. Actually, okay, that's annoying. What are they attacking? I don't know, but they got through. Now we got ballistas finally. This is set up properly now. Some zebras are being massacred. They haven't done anything wrong though. But this one guy is gonna make it. Yes, and he's gone. Didn't check his name though. Would be funny if we checked his name and then the next invasion he's back and he survives again. That would be cool. And we put the skeleton under the foundations. Does this work? Yes, this works. Maybe one more. We have the money, so we want to be sure that they don't break through as easy. And for that, I'm actually going to build some palisades. So we have some time to react, basically. I'm not going to do this here, though. And also not here, that's fine. Great! Speed up. Furniture. We are waiting for that. This is not... Yeah, this definitely is slow. We need more furniture. We are working on that. I will start distributing this here first, the closest. So that's the most safe. And oil as well. Let's do both. Also gonna getting wine here as well. And I'm gonna distribute wine as well here, so we can have patricians. We have some wheat here probably. Let me check the markets. Yes, so that's good. We have 2 food types already. And now this is upgrading. Look, we already have large insulas. We need arenas. I'm gonna also build an arena already here. Well, this is unfortunate. With this house here. Let me slow down a bit. Yeah, this is weird. Can we fix this? This is placement is so poor, but maybe we can just keep this open and it's not gonna cause any desirability issues. I didn't fix anything, right? But I kind of did so. Arena here, that's fine. I'm gonna need arenas here pretty soon, so I'm gonna plop one down. Although this is not ideal. But it actually works. It's gonna be half of the time there, half of the time on top. Should I risk this? Yeah, I will risk this. And I'm gonna clear this out. We built this already, so that's good. Arena. Now we need lions if you want max happiness. Yeah, I'm gonna put this down. I'm gonna back this up double just to make sure that people get the entertainment they need. We are getting goods everywhere now. That's good. We should probably expand our farming a little bit more here. We have more people that are looking for a job, so that's perfect. Let's protect. Okay, this wasn't working, so I need to set this up properly. Like here, yeah, it's fine. And then back this up and actually say they're gonna drop this off here as well, so we can start having a second food type here as well. 2 granaries, 6. Yes. Are we already distributing timber? No, let's do oil and furniture as well here. We have this. I'm not liking the distance though of this oil to here, and we're not producing enough oil as well, so I'm gonna expand a little bit here like this. I think this is fine. This is not gonna collapse on me, I think. Nope. That's good. Okay, great. I'm gonna provide more cart depots basically, so I'm gonna put down 2 more. I'm gonna say this is for oil. More than 4 from 5 to 22. copy this over. Do the same. Well, the distance is actually quite okay. Pottery. I'm gonna do this one for pottery. From 16 to 22. And I'm gonna say to these goods basically don't get it. Just accept. Yeah, that's better. Can do this for other far distance. So for example, this furniture is really far to here, so I'm gonna provide that as well. I'm gonna put this down here though. So timber, no, it's not timber, it's furniture. From 24 to, I think it's 18, right? The first one, yes. And now stop getting this. Yes, pottery is close, so I'm not worried. I'm actually gonna connect this road for that. Barbarian attack. They stand no chance. I'm actually maybe gonna do this as well. Like this. You never know, right? And to be a bit more certain. Sorry for not watching the combat, but let's do that now. Yeah, we don't have any issues at all, so that's fine. These guys are out of formation, so let's put them correctly. Okay, we are upgrading everything now. These are still missing. I'm not sure if the market ladies can buy enough goods on time here. It might fix itself if we deliver these goods properly. Wine is actually also quite far, so I'm actually gonna back this up. Do the same for wine. Wine is not used that often, but still. Now we can have this guy only do one job. Just take care of furniture, which is way better than having all these jobs. The distances are not far, although pottery is quite far. I will back this up as well, so I'm gonna put down another card depot here. For pottery, oh that was wrong. Source more than 4 from, yeah, I need to set this up for pottery first. From 16 to 19. Please don't think about pottery now. Although furniture and oil is pretty close, so I'm gonna keep you busy with that. And this guy. Yeah, so I think this is probably gonna be properly balanced now, so everything can be upgraded as we go. These guys gonna need a hospital, so I'm gonna give that to them. Yeah, we need this to be built ASAP. The enemies have been destroyed, that's great. Okay, fire. What's that? Lion house. Okay, that's not good. I mean, we're making a bit of zigzag patterns here, which is not ideal. Desirability, yeah, let's wait for that then. Look, these houses are having issues for some reason. With what? Okay, it's upgrading, so it's fine. These market ladies might have issues buying everything. Yeah, not really. It's not far, I'm not sure why they have issues, but now this will be stocked up properly. Look at this. I think the market late is going to be easier because the buffer of the oxen is also very helpful, right? So look here, for example, oil is an issue. We should probably give that as well, but we are producing too little oil, to be honest. We need to improve that. Where can we do that? There's no space here. Yeah, if we're gonna put that down there, that's gonna be bad. I mean, we could do a little bit oil here. I think the distance is still fine. Yeah, not really. Well, if you do this, it is. Okay, let's do this. Nobody can come here, but let's get olives. Just 8. And then these guys can drop it off here, that's fine. Okay, this is backed up, that's good. Let's double down on this. Yeah, this will be fine. And I hope this is enough oil to maintain everything, because we're running out of oil, basically. This wasn't getting oil, right? Yeah, it's still okay, still accepting 2 tasks. Maybe that's why. This one guy needs to do 2 things. That's not ideal. Look at this warehouse. This is what we want. Just filled to the brim. And we can see it in the houses. The houses are really well maintained, with some exceptions, but that's gonna be fixed soon. And it's gonna be ideal when we have the plazas here. I think we're gonna need another housing block. Okay, I was wrong. Out of furniture. Okay, these market ladies are not fast enough. They should be fast enough. Look, how many goods are they delivering? I can't see that I should have selected the market lady, so she bought wheat. Now she's gonna go buy more wheat. What has she bought? Let me check that. I misclicked. Fish, okay, fine. Please take care of the goods. We need the goods. We probably need like another market here, to be honest, but we can check, yeah. Furniture is actually an issue because we don't use this export of an oxen. I think I'm gonna do this for everything. Lion house. I think that's gonna be the most stable. Yeah, this positioning is not ideal. This works. Furniture, and we're gonna deliver this to 22. Yes, and now please don't, well, bother about getting anything. We're gonna deliver it by oxen. This is gonna be more stable. I want to be sure that like I have stable housing blocks. Okay, we need these plazas. So let's not provide gardens. Yeah, money is not an issue, that's good. Can we increase the wages? We can, let's do it to 34. And we need more furniture production, I think, but I think it's gonna work out in the end, so that's good. Let's keep it like this. Oil is getting better, but I think we might sell over 16. Let's do a little bit more to make sure everything is stable. This guy is having a lot of jobs though. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna back one more up. I'm gonna do this. I know it's a bit mess, but let's do to 19. I know the distance is really short, but let's have one less job to be worried about. But we need more furniture stocked here to get that going. Can we build another one? Yeah, we can build like 2 more here. I mean, the distance might be too far for this guy to deliver it, but we can see. For now, everything is working as intended, so that's good. To alleviate that work, I'm gonna do this. No, that's a wrong building. It's this one. gonna say timber more than 4 from 20 to 24. And this guy should not be getting timber. Just accept. So the only job he's gonna have is deliver to the factories. I think our market ladies cannot keep up. We might need 3 of them. Let's see if it becomes stable. If it becomes stable, I'm gonna keep it. If not, yeah, I think that it's not gonna be stable. So I'm actually just gonna get rid of it and have another one here. I'm gonna do the same for this market lady. Is this already trading everything? Yes, except wheat. I'm gonna now allow this. The oxen can return. That's perfect. We have 2 food types, so I'm gonna upgrade housing as well here. Send off this oil. I need oil, but still, it's fine. Yeah, these houses, I'm gonna get rid of them. They're causing me issues, so let's get rid of them for now. We are having employment issues though. So let's start upgrading this, but we can't. We don't have enough oil. Oil is an issue. We need this fixed. How can we fix this? By putting down more farms, basically. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, because now our oil presses are not working as they should. Yeah, this is fine, so I'm gonna get rid of this. Well, actually, I shouldn't have get rid of this, so I'm gonna rebuild it. I mean, the warehouse. Like this. No, this is a bad spot. This is a decent spot if I get rid of this. Like this, and I definitely need a breakpoint here. Olives. This can now collapse, so I need to try some maintenance. Yeah, this is a bit a mess, but I need it. Olives. More than 4 from 28 to 4, I think. Yeah, to 4. So let's drop it off here, and then everything should be fine. Then these will start building again. These as well, because these are. Oh, they actually have olives. Yeah, but I think we're gonna miss some. I want to see a little bit more olives stored. We should also decide not to sell oil, but I'm not gonna do that. Now this is like really stable. That's good. So 3 markets is the solution. And plazas as well. We are having employment issues, so we need to upgrade these guys as well. I also think I'm gonna run into, how do you call it, demographic issues. But still not a lot of people are working. Let me check if I set the setting. I think I did. Difficulty. Retirement age 50 to 60. Yeah, that's good. That was recommended, so I'm gonna keep that. We can provide a little bit more desirability here though. Let's do that. Fine. It doesn't do anything, I think. Yeah, we need the plazas. Yeah. Prosperity is rising, that's good. Look at this nice housing block, I like this. So now we can provide a little bit more food here. This is going decent, although desirability is an issue. They're all complaining about the same thing, so plazas will fix that. Yeah, at least everything is stable. I will destroy another market, house for a market. So I'm sure everything is being built stably. Now these people need food as well. So I think we have enough food production. So I'm gonna copy this over. Say to this granary, please start accepting wheat. I'm gonna deliver this to 3, but I will need more farms. I don't like this. I'm gonna build this on this end. Okay, let's get rid of this. Local uprising, let's fix this ASAP. Let's go defend. Let's back this up, and I'm gonna send one more reinforcement just to be sure. That's not a big attack. I don't think so. But well, they actually are getting through, so that's not good. That's why we sent the javelins here. Yeah, this attack is pretty big, actually. I will send them off now to here, because that's fine. Okay, they are getting through. They are destroying our legions. This one guy that escaped basically said, we need more men. Okay, this is unfortunate. There is like no... Oh, that's annoying. Spirit of Mars, thanks for helping out. They got through, basically. Okay, we need more defenses. I didn't expect that. No, let's keep more oil for now. We need it. Okay, now we can send this back and then send everybody back. Good. Okay, that was dangerous. Furniture, yeah. Everything is furniture, right? Furniture, yes. Gladiator School, Actor Colony, Lion House. I will keep this one spot open. That was so annoying. I couldn't pass there. Actor Colony, Lion House, and Gladiator School. This is fine, this position. They can get there. I will do this as well. Yes. Return to fort. Yes. I misclicked. Return to fort. Yes. Yeah, let's rebuild. So we need more defenses, basically. I didn't expect that. This will work. This is not ideal, so I will actually do this. Yes, like this. This is better. Yeah, this works for me. Yeah, they got slaughtered, basically. Our men, not... Okay, this is ace. This needs to be built ASAP. Okay. Now we can build more houses. These are need furniture, that's fine. I'm gonna bring that soon. Yeah, we actually have employment issues, which is not good. Oil. Yeah, these market ladies have issue delivering everything. What got catched fire? Let me check that. Wharf, yeah, that's fine. I don't need more fish. I'm gonna keep this out. Wheat, yeah, we are sending more wheat. Everything is stacked here, so that's good. Fish, yeah, let's keep that here. And do accepting, and now, yeah, that's gonna be fine. Oil. Yeah, we are seeing some more olives here, so I like this. We can now build more. Well, actually, should we sell this still? I think I'm not gonna sell. I'm gonna sell still a bit, but only if there's like a big surplus. Yeah, I think I like this more. I'm gonna increase this ratio as well, slightly, to see if we're gonna get more oil stored up and delivered. Yeah, this needs to be rebuilt ASAP. Yeah, Imperial reminder, you're not gonna get your oil. I can't provide that right now. Maybe never. Weapons are we're still selling weapons to the natives, that's great. Yeah, we have some upgradability issues, but it's also related to desirability, so that's gonna be fixed sooner rather than later. Probably, I cannot fit anything here anymore. That's fine. I don't think we need this anymore. It's gonna help a little bit with employment. Let's get rid of this as well. Have we set it up correctly? Yes, so at least everything is stable except our industry. These guys are not buying oil. Soon they will, though. Yeah, this market, the distance might not be ideal. This distance is like shorter. Yeah, this is downgrading. Ran out of pottery. Yeah, that's annoying. Yeah, we're not producing enough pottery as well. Yeah, we're having a ton of issues. And no space to build. Since we're not selling that much, I will do this. Yes. We need more pottery. Yeah, look at this. So we're having a lot of stability issues. Maybe it's because it's connected up, but I don't think so. Because as long as everything is stocked full, there won't be any issues. We need to just have our warehouses filled to the brim, because if we check this, this is very stable. So stable, in fact, that we can build more houses. I won't remove any market though. I'm gonna risk that. Make sure that everything is stocked fully like this. Yeah, I like this. Send request. Should we send the oil? Yeah, we kinda need to send it. Hope this wasn't my big mistake. Yeah, pottery is an issue. You can see we don't have pottery anywhere. Fire in the city, yeah. Please fix that. Do we need more pottery? I think we do. Do we still need bricks? Well, we kind of do. Let's get rid of one concrete, more pottery, and also one brick. We kind of have a lot of bricks, so that's fine. Pottery is an issue now, so let's deliver pottery. This is merged fine, so let's upgrade. This is quite stable except for desirability, so that's good. And this is unstable because we are missing pottery, oil, and furniture even, so yeah. We need to produce more. We also have like an employment issue, that's why, but I think we need another housing block. We won't make it either way, but more housing is more issues. Where we'll build this? I don't know. Grand Temple complete, yes. epithets. Let's select reduce pottery and furniture. Yes, I need this urgently. And I'm gonna build my plazas the moment I can. Yeah, plaza's unlocked. Plaza. Let's prettify everything. I'm gonna have proper 3x3 villas, which is what we wanted. This guy still isn't too happy with his area, so that's not ideal. Fire, yeah. That's fine. Okay, this is being upgraded now. We have more pottery everywhere. That's good. Crisis averted. How much prosperity can we reach now? 80. So we're almost at 90. That's good. Culture we have. Peace we're gonna have soon, and favor. Let's send a gift. Yeah, we just need this to be upgrading properly. Statues, I'm gonna just put a big one here. No, I can't. I hope this is enough. Yes. More desirability. Desirability is missing. Desirability is missing. So we need some statues here. I'm not sure if a statue is more than a garden. I think it is, although I don't know. Can we increase desirability further here? Yeah, kind of, but not too much. This. Just fill everything we can, except here. I'm gonna wait for that. Cannot upgrade, which is fine. Not enough entertainment. That's okay. If I can reach my goals, I'm happy. Car depot, I don't know which one it was, so that's very unfortunate. It's gonna cause some issues. If that's cool. Yeah, I have no idea which one it was, so I hope this doesn't cause any issues. 10 to 11. From 10 to 23. I think this one was to the... Oh, this one is 11, right? 21. I don't think we have any delivery to these guys. Let's check. If the weapons run out, we know that was the one. Stability. Okay, this block is very stable. This is not stable due to desirability issues. Can we fix it? Can we fix it? Not really. That's unfortunate. Well, we can fix it by destroying a house, which I'm actually gonna do. Then this will be upgradable as well. Not enough entertainment. Yes, that's fine. We have 3 houses. Good. Barbarian attack. Let's get rid of them. They are attacking on a annoying spot though. And they're so fast. Yeah, they're gonna destroy my reservoir probably. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but we have to live with it. Yes, this covers everything, so perfect. This is stable, this is stable. I like this. Our employment is kind of fixed. How is our goal with 88? Yeah, I think we're gonna make it. We're not gonna make the population limit though, so that's an issue. So we need another housing block. We have a ton of goods, with exception of oil. Well, oil is okay-ish. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do something like this, so I'm gonna pacify this. We don't need these roads here, so let's get rid of that. I'm gonna pacify them. Or educate them, whatever you want to call it. No, that's the wrong building. This will work. Although I do need, well, this. I'm not sure if this is gonna cause issues. No, that's fine. I'm gonna build a big fat wall here. Somewhere. After they are pacified. I'm gonna build like a housing block here to get to my population. But first I want everything to be stable as possible. Before I'm gonna do that. Because we're gonna reach our prosperity of 90. Perfect. We're gonna reach everything. Except our population limit. So we just need to wait a little bit. That's exactly a good spot to save. Not sure which recording it is. I think it's 5. So I'm gonna do this. Olive farm, let's fix that. Yeah, we are 1 more month, just on time. Okay, so everything is very stable now. I'm happy for that. But the gods are unhappy. That's not good. Which god is unhappy? Mars is actually angry. So we need at least 2 more temples for him, I think. Well, which one was it again? I checked it and I forgot about it. Mars. Let's put down 2, just to be sure. Yeah, we're not gonna need some more here, so that's fine. Now let's think about our housing block. I'm gonna do gatehouse here. And I'm gonna do a gatehouse here. That's fine. I mean, yeah, I think it's gonna be fine. Famous last words, right? We need more space for our citizens. This will work? Okay, good. We have a reservoir here already. But we need another one. I'm gonna put one down here. Like this. Perfect. Now we can build the fountains here. This is the extent where we can build, so I'm gonna do that. Like this. Yeah, we're gonna finish the mission soon, finally. I was afraid I wasn't able to do it, but I am. As long as the prosperity doesn't go lower than 90, that's good. How can we do this? Efficiently, so... this is actually not efficient at all, so let's remove them. Just to check. Road. I mean, like this, 2 by 2. We can do like this. I think this is fine. Now we can build like... yeah, we're gonna lose a little bit of housing space, but we don't need that much population, so that's good. We are gonna make sure that everything is here before we start building though. So I'm also gonna do Market Lady, yes, 16 and 16. I'm gonna provide my own food here without delivering this. I mean, we kind of built very poorly though. Yeah, this is a mess, but no, this won't work. Yeah, let's not do this. This is doing things very poorly. These farms are basically... Yeah, we need another one, right? From 3 to 29. Yes. We have enough fish, so that's at least good. I'm gonna plop this down somewhere here. Fish. Always 16. From 8 to 29. Yes, so that's good. I'm gonna put down these markets. I'm gonna go with 2. That's gonna be fine. I'm also need a warehouse. I mean, this positioning wasn't ideal. I didn't thought it out properly, but we're gonna make it, don't worry. This won't collapse, so I'm good with that. Market lady, yes, come here. I'm gonna say accept pottery 8 units, furniture 8 units, and oil 8 units. Great. That is set up. We need baths. We need barbers. We need doctors. Yeah, I mean, can do this. Is there a god unhappy? Well, we can build like Neptune, let's do that. Neptune and Mercury maybe. Well, Mercury has a big temple, so let's do Venus. Like this. And now let's fill in some houses. We still don't have all the goods yet, but that's fine. Okay, this will work. I think we're gonna reach our population goals with this. But we don't need to be too strict here. Like this. Let's start with that. That's gonna be fine. School. I hope we can finish before the invasion, but I think prosperity will drop now because of our housing. Let's send off this gift. Another gift of medium-sized gift, that's fine. Perfect. We need these card depots ASAP. I'm gonna put down... No, this doesn't work. I'm gonna put them down here. I know this looks like very rushed, but we're close to finishing, so I'm not gonna spend too much time on perfecting this. Furniture from 24 to 30. I'm gonna copy these over. Now change this. Pottery. I think it was 8, right? Or 16? Yeah, 16. Perfect. And now the last one is oil. And this can go from 5, sure, to there. Weapons workshop, yeah, I'm not gonna bother with that anymore. Weapons are still here. Well, no, so I think this was actually the weapons depot. I'm gonna get rid of this, we don't need it. We finish this level. Everything is stable still, yes, that's good. Theater. We need a theater as well, so I'm gonna plop that down. We need an amphitheater. We need an arena, so let's get this out of the way already. And let's provide some more housing. I think we would, if we would do it a little bit better, like more housing here on this side, probably more housing on this side, we could have finished it with these 2 blocks, but we didn't build optimally, so that's my mistake. Come on, I need these people to move in ASAP. Let's already make this pretty before they move in. And we are on track. But prosperity won't rise now because of this housing. That's a bit unfortunate. Let's do this. I think this will be more than enough. Gardens, formal gardens. Yeah, let's just fill this in with gardens now. Pottery, yeah, gonna be delivered soonish. Send off this oil, yeah, I kind of need to do it. Invasion imminent. I hope they are not gonna destroy us here. That would be very unfortunate. Just to be sure, I will actually back this up a little bit. Like this. Yeah, we're upgrading the houses now. Great. We're gonna reach our population limit soon. We actually didn't have our peace rating yet, so that's fine. It's safe. Took us 5 different recording sessions. Some are after each other though, like with only 10-minute break, but still. This was a tough level, I guess, again. We need to be more cautious by building more houses, I would say. We need 3 markets per housing block with these big housing blocks instead of 2. And car depots are way better than using getting goods like this. Getting this doesn't work properly. Especially, look, we are having issues with oil again, so I'm gonna just fill this in. I don't want to deal with it anymore. I want to get oil out to everyone. Because if something starts to degrade, that's gonna be an issue. At least food is not an issue. No, food is going really well. That's great. We don't have any food issues at all. Gods are quite pleased, I think. Happy and pleased, so that's good. We need pottery, yeah. Pottery is also an issue we didn't fully fulfill. We're not gonna make any more bricks, so yeah, we need pottery. Not gonna make any more monuments, so let's go for pottery. Need more workers, yeah, it's gonna be solved soon. Let's also pay more now. We have all the money in the world, so just come to here. I'm not sure what the limit is on how much we can pay more than Rome to increase prosperity, but I think it's up to 6 or something like that. Yeah, housing level is lower than expected. I think we're gonna finish quite well, like everything is gonna be finished on point. Peace is gonna be 75, gonna have population at 8,000, and then prosperity is gonna rise slowly but surely. How many people can move in? 1,000 people, so yeah. We are actually having too much houses. I'm gonna get rid of some. So we don't have any issues. I know this is gonna cause population issue drop, but that's fine. Statues, large one. I'm gonna fill it in with gardens. Well, let's wait a little bit. What are they missing? Education, library. Everything is stocked here, that's good. Second food type, we have that. Not enough entertainment, not sure why. I know why. This is not connected up. Mistake. Let me say, there's not a rock in the way, right? Okay, no. That's good. Like this. This is connected up. This should be connected up. I'm gonna put breakpoints here so nothing collapses. Yes. Now these entertainment people can get here, provide the entertainment we need. 87, perfect. We just need entertainment here and then we're gonna reach our goals. Awesome. It suddenly went really fast, but we took a while to get here. Like we spent like 1 hour and a half, maybe 2 hours even, with small casas, I don't remember. Okay, I hope they are not gonna destroy me here now. I would be really pissed if that happens. I'm glad it's Numidians and not the other ones. The other ones are tougher. Okay, I'm gonna sacrifice some units just so they don't destroy our walls. All my soldiers are moving here ASAP. Okay, entertainment, nice. Now we're gonna have prosperity 90 soon. I could actually provide wine here as well, so we can have villas here. Then that would definitely help with the prosperity. We don't need to populate. We do need more workers though, so I'm not gonna do that. Invasion destroyed. Return to fort. Great. Let me check again what the max prosperity is. 88. It's gonna soon be at 90, I think. I hope. Let me check the housing. By the way, 3 large insulae. We need. Okay, these ones are. Where are the large insulae? This is one. More desirability. Yeah, we can give that to you. Probably. Yes. There's another one here. Just gonna fill this in. Please upgrade. If not, I'm gonna destroy your house. Be happy or not. We actually need more houses. That's so annoying. We're gonna build that. Need a couple of more houses. And let's check if our prosperity can go to 90. Yeah, it will go to 90. If we get rid of all this small, large insulae, we need to scour where they are. Yeah, I won't be able to find them, I think. I don't see them. Well, except here. Okay, there's another invasion. That's annoying. Okay, but it's on the good side, so I'm not worried here. Flank. Yes, that's good. I'm maybe gonna send off some soldiers here just to be sure. Where do we have large insulae? Not here. We have one here. Check if I can make them happy. I think I can put a 3x3 here, so I'm gonna do that. Yeah, they upgraded, but let's make sure. And this house will go because this causes issues. Yes. This is gonna be the last invasion probably. We are reaching our goals. The only thing we need is prosperity to 90, which we can reach very soon. Yeah, we definitely needed more patrician houses, I guess, to fulfill this properly, but we don't, so we need to live with it. We could get rid of some recruiters if you want. I won't do that. Nice. We defeated them. The last attack probably before we finish this level. Please move in. Upgrade your tents ASAP, please, so we can have nice buildings here. Plot 3, yeah, it's gonna go fast. You have the population limit, nice. Lack of housing, I know. They're pretty ugly houses, but it's gonna go soon. Upgrade. How many people do we have over 60, by the way? Not a lot. We have 7 people over 73, and that's nice. So yeah. Our demographic is still good, so yeah. Okay, if this start to reach over 60, we're gonna have employment issues, but we're gonna finish it before that. Send off these weapons, yes. Store this as well. Great. Everything is upgraded to the max, so let's check the housing. Grant insulites and villas, that's perfect. We can reach why 89 and not 90? I don't get this. But let's wait until we get to 89 and then we will get some. Actually, I'm gonna provide some wine here. Wine. More than 4. I'm gonna say accept wine here. Let's upgrade this to villas. I hope this was not a mistake to do. 9, yes. To 30, yes. I'm not sure what the prosperity. Yeah, probably because we don't have a good balance, patricians versus insulies, but we're gonna give them wine and it's gonna solve our problems. We're gonna have employment issues for sure if we upgrade this, but yeah. We're gonna need to live with that. We're gonna probably like disable some industries. Let's start, for example, let's stop selling stone and marble. Well, let's stop selling stone. Let's stop selling iron. Let's stop selling weapons. We have a lot of people now, but the moment we're gonna upgrade this to patricians, they are not gonna work anymore, so that's why. Please buy. Now we're gonna have villas look nice. Our population is declining fast, or employment, because these people don't work. However, this means that we can reach our prosperity level, I think, of 90. I hope so. Should probably do this like so it can upgrade properly. We are struggling with the prosperity like on the last level. This is so annoying. Doctor, yeah, I'm gonna give you that. $96, okay, we're gonna make it. Yeah, we're gonna make it. We're gonna have more people move in with this doctor. Our employment is under control and population is gonna be fine. Prosperity is gonna go over 90, so good. We need basically one more patrician house here and we would have made it, but yeah, unfortunate. Everything is still stable. Yes, white stock 12, that's good. So we're gonna make it safe, and then this is the sprint to finishing it. Embrace anger, yeah, I'm gonna send this off when I can. Send this off. Send this off as well. Prosperity is rising, yeah. Local uprising. Here I don't like this, and the local uprising is way stronger, so I hope I don't lose the game because of this. That would be so unfortunate. I didn't rebuild my defenses, so that's also not the smartest idea. Now they're gonna get through here very fast. Come on. These controls are sometimes a pain in the ass. Really, like on the last second. Okay, I'm gonna reload this. I don't want to deal with rebuilding this. Yeah, we have everything in order now, so whenever there's an uprising, I will just get them. I will rebuild this. Let's do 3 triple walls, that's fine. I'm gonna build more towers. I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna build this properly, like this. I don't want to deal with it, that's why. I know this looks funky, but it's fine. Gonna make some support here, put them here, and already move these soldiers over. At least some. If there's an invasion here, that's gonna be fine. I'm not sure what triggers a local uprising, I don't know. Actually, why aren't we sending them out? That would make more sense. I didn't want to deal with rebuilding this because I just saved, right? So let's do that to finish this level and do things better the next one. Send this off as well. We are ready for them if they come. Prosperity is to 99, that's perfect. Everything is stable. We only need to make sure the attack doesn't kill us. If there's gonna be an attack, I don't think so. Is Mars unhappy or something? No. Let's please Mars. Maybe he's gonna help us out. Desirability, yeah. Come on, we need 90 prosperity. Local uprising. Here, we're ready. Now they don't stand a chance. Yeah, having your soldiers not in place is basically the biggest chance of defeat, I would say. Because now it's so easy to deal with them. We're gonna just speed through this. Turn to fort. Let's go to 90 prosperity. We got it. That was just on time. Amazing. That was hard. But I'm happy I finished it properly. It took me... Also, it was very unfortunate that my recording was lost yesterday, part of it, so I had to redo a part, and yeah, annoying. I'm impressed, Governor. Dealing with internal struggles such as this war was no easy matter, I agree. Whatever your decision, I'm sure you have done your utmost to serve Rome and her people. In Tarsus, you will face another challenge, significant food imports. Great, let's see this. So, final city funds, we were very rich. We have everything in order, so I'm happy.